Hello, and welcome to Ignition Point Session 11, a weekly Dungeons & Dragons stream that we hold here with these lovely people. If you like what we do, hit the follow button, hit the subscribe button, go follow us on YouTube, leave some comments, all that jazz. If you like some of the players, I believe that the Steve Man 777, he's the only consistent streamer, let's be honest. The consistent stream lurker, Left Foot Kevin.
Let's see if he keeps consistent with this new job.
Hey, we can't talk. At least he's keeping up with his promises to be consistent, rather than sorry, I've been missing, guys. Stream once and then disappear for like the next week.
I have literally been coming home and going to bed. It's been fun. I've been like
depends on the week.
So, with all that in mind, unfortunately we are down a Hito Blackcloak just for this week and next week. He will be, at least in this current situation, he'll be back roughly every 3 weeks or so, depending on what happens, where the others are in the story and things like that. However, what happened last week, guys? Apart from the key fact that everyone remembers, which is you killed a child.
What do you mean?
We revived Kevin.
What's this week, Chemo Slubby?
Yeah.
That's literally the one thing I forgot to put in my notes.
What do you mean? Killed a child, and he's not here to defend himself, so I'm going to pile on and double down with Hito deliberately killed a child.
I believe it was I think it was a result for everybody. A lesson to everybody to, hey, maybe read your spells.
I do like that. Like, there's a clear damage on the he's rolled damage, and he's like, oh, oops.
Yeah, it's fine.
Anyway,
so apart from that, what actually happened last week? Because when we came to, we were down a Kevin.
Yes, so we revived Kevin.
We revived a Kevin.
Kevin's bathwater, his Gamer Boy bathwater became pretty toxic.
Selling hot on the market at the moment. Varying results.
After that, I think we basically just prepared to get rid of it, which our method was Hito was going to absorb it.
Which you just powered up a small gnomish man with way too much chaos.
Yeah.
And then he subsequently dipped out and left us.
After threatening Doc, that if he comes back and Kevin, Budge, and Cal are dead, your ass is grass.
After he killed a child, then he threatened Doc.
I'm a big fan of
slaying what he's going to do to you.
I'm a big fan of the fact that he's like, if they're dead, it's Doc's fault. Not that Cal will accidentally kill the party. It's Doc's fault.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
Doc is literally like, this guy is like clearly paranoid because he's thinking that I'm keeping secrets. I didn't do nothing, mate.
Let's point out, he's not far from wrong though, considering Doc is the party's cleric. So if you guys die, Doc has done something terribly wrong.
I'm sorry, but I don't have any healing spells.
Blake hold the same responsibility?
Yes.
Oh god.
Your role is shapeshifter and healer. Haven't you realised that?
Oh no, I'm just shapeshifter.
No, it was healer after last session because they called you real fast to.
I'm not a cleric. I'm a level 3 sorcerer here.
Yeah. So
I got one level of cleric.
With a band-aid.
Let's be honest.
I can do a healing word on you. That's about it.
Well, we shall see what happens going forward because I know that some people have plans.
Well, now I know we're all going to die.
Well, no, we have some plans going forward. I know people are planning multi-class. We also have Budge, who is essentially the resident big brother of the party who's trying to keep everyone safe.
God of maps and fish.
God of maps and fish.
Bro,
At this point,
I'm going to apologize ahead of tonight. I'm so fucking tired.
I can see. Yeah.
I'm used to waking up at like 11. I woke up at 6:30 this morning to get ahead of tomorrow starting the new job, and I am fucking done.
It's okay. We'll mentally exhaust you so you don't feel like sleeping. So
fantastic.
It's gonna be great.
It's so nice to not be the only tired one for once. Like getting up at fucking 5:30 every morning, and then I have to leave like straight after game.
Now I will say,
Stephen will too.
If I'm too loud, please let me know. I have tweaked my microphone, so Because
I just cracked my neck.
I know that Saturday I was a bit too quiet, so which I do agree with that.
I'm muted.
And
to wrap up the wrap up though, I guess we kind of just worked through some stuff after that.
Yeah, you did.
Spoke to the leader of the town again, who to try and heal. Cal, I almost called him Blake. To try and heal Blake after he dipped his finger into the chaos water.
Yep.
And his hair turned green.
Yeah,
I almost called him Blake, then proceeds to call him Blake.
I will say this is the problem, Kevin, with crossing the lines between campaigns.
It's not with watching both of them like religiously.
which I will also say.
Cal.
Yeah, Cal. Nope, you continue.
You gotta live with it, and then basically told him that he could transfer it to someone, and then Budge volunteered. And then it got transferred, so we got a green Budge now, I believe.
So we are maintaining that Cal is never going to be held accountable for any of his bad decisions because Budge will continue to enable him.
Yep.
He's my favourite little enabler. You're my boy. We enable.
We got the new green Budge era just dropped.
Yep, the new green Budge era. However, the connection did mean that we did finish on Cal and Budge watching some of Budge's memories.
Yeah, we did too.
Someone's memories.
No, it was pretty clear it was Budge's memories. And then Budge...
checked I don't have big, chonky robot hands.
I think
Budge yeeted you out.
But that's another thing.
Budge yeeted you out of his memories. Oh, I will also say that during the Kevin resurrection,
Budge,
the Kevin resurrection as well, Doc Holloway heard a voice speaking to Kevin.
We're in this together, right?
We're in this together.
Guys, just forget the most important part. Kevin's got a pet.
Yep.
And I got a Warvis, and Budge saw that Kevin had an amulet.
Yeah.
And
you're shadowless.
I didn't want to point this out, but Budge did see that Kevin does not cast a shadow any longer.
It was going to be brought up tonight, don't you worry.
Yep, and this is why I figured it's going to be spicy tonight as you make your way back to the capital city. So
there's going to be some fucking please explains tonight.
Please explains. So we dive in.
It's going to be what the fuck's up with that?
Yep.
Diving in, yeah.
You guys have been handed some supplies to make your way on foot back to the, including a tent, because you no longer have a caravan to make your way back.
Does this include new water skins?
Oh, we bought tents.
Oh, you do have tents, yes.
Actually,
that's right. You bought. Kevin bought people socks and
goggles.
Scarves and goggles.
I've been wearing my goggles. They're the only part of clothing I have left from my original fit.
Yeah. By the way, every night you guys have been seeing Doc putting on his fluffy socks and like he wiggles his toes in them before he sleeps, like in a very peculiar way. Like he's like settling into
on the tip of his toes as well.
Yeah, he walks. When he's in those socks, he'll walk on his toes, yes. Aww. It's a particular bedtime...
Like a 1940s cartoon character sneaking around.
No, it's not in a creepy way.
It's not in a creepy way.
It's his little bedtime routine. Leave him alone.
I do have to ask, are they grippy socks? I know how
Kevin bought them, I don't know.
I know how much Ty loves a good grippy sock.
I'm out of my grippy sock era lately, thank you.
I would say they're not grippy
don't have
socks.
mental issues.
Given that...
You say
Venn diagram. The Venn diagram of those two is like there's no overlap.
Oh yeah,
Ty's girls with grippy socks and girls without mental issues together.
Yeah. He's entered
grippy
his...
socks are for everyone.
He's entered his thigh-high phase, let's be honest. So...
Oh. Haven't we all? This is probably
no, I can tell you.
It's too soon in the string for this. Abort.
I've been my sugar.
We'll give him rations.
Okay. You were given food.
So off topic right now.
Yes.
I'll be old English from now on. Can we be sugar? Old Americans?
One of these days,
That's how we talk from now on.
One of these days, I'm going to have a map building stream and we're just going to talk smack in it and actually do a Q&A for people, for the viewers who actually want to ask questions and stuff. So, either way,
one of these days we might start this campaign.
Eventually. I like the shade. Thank
I love
you.
how No, Tegan, you were like, oh, Hito will join the party again, depending on where they are. Guarantee we're still on the fucking way. We haven't even gone anywhere in like 3 weeks.
Hito's just been awkwardly standing next to us for 2 sessions.
Because like only 1 hour of in-game time has passed.
Yes, well, welcome to the way that I run D&D games. They are very meandery. Expect a lot of roleplay. Either way, you are handed rations and supplies so that you can make your way back to Ember's Den, knowing that you're going to
ask my question: do these rations include water skins?
Yes.
Oh, thank God, Kev, add it to the inventory.
Because you can't drink from your other one.
We can drink, but probably only once.
Probably.
Kevin, before we continue, Kevin and I clearly label our chaos.
We clearly label it.
You pull out the Sharpie,
little, like permanent marker.
So,
can you prestidigitize that sort of thing? How does that work? How do we mark things in this world?
No, they only last a certain amount of time.
You need a quill or something.
Yeah, just ink and a quill. However, you have your rations, which are things
water
like
skin, not chaos.
Which your rations include things like hardtack.
Chloe, I'll have one too, please.
I love the fact that the snack ghost is slowly spreading amongst the group.
Mine's retired.
Kevin said he'll have one too.
Oh, no. Not retired, resting.
Yes.
Taking a well-deserved break.
Yes. They take turns.
Yeah.
They're not both. They can't both be giving snacks at the same time.
Can I get one?
No.
Please.
Of course. We'll find your snack ghost.
Please.
Your snack ghost is in the corner giving you a thumbs up.
Oh my god.
Okay,
That's a little creepy.
Yes, your
right.
rations include hardtack,
You've got a
salted
snack for
meat. You've got salted meat. You've got some dried fruit, some nuts and things like that in it, as well as dried vegetables that you can reconstitute with water and things like this. So, but
Yuck. Okay.
I mean,
fresh vegetables, mate.
I mean.
I'm kidding.
If you were a decent cleric, it wouldn't be an issue. You could just make fresh vegetables.
Damn.
Sorry, a cleric main. I'm a cleric main. I love clerics, so.
Yes, you do. Fun fact: in Baldur's Gate 3, cleric is the least played class.
Yeah, because no one actually likes playing support in a story-based game when you're the main character.
Have they been bumped down to least now? They were second least upon release.
Who was least?
Well, I know that.
Everyone wants Shadowheart in their party.
Well,
everyone wants to bring Shadowheart, yeah.
And it's not just that; it's everyone wants to be a Barrelmancer. Anyway.
Sorry, off topic again. My God, we're getting off track today.
I know.
I'm going to.
They give you a soft.
Wait, where are we right now?
They give you a soft pat on the behind and basically say to you,
out of town.
Get the fuck out of our village. Yes, after you tried to desecrate their most holy space.
As we hop on the road, Doc does relay to the rest of the party that Hito's gonna go and take care of some stuff. He said he didn't want to say goodbye, so he's gone.
Was it because I hit him?
No, nothing to do with.
I think it was stated.
Wait, when did you hit him?
I think he stated he did say goodbye to everybody. I will not let you give him.
Did he actually say goodbye?
Yes, you're the only one he threatened.
Honestly, he said goodbye.
Yeah, you're the only one he threatened.
He's such a lovely chap. I don't know why you're at blows.
That's what it was. He threatened me and then he fucked off.
He said, "Goodbye, fellows, except for you. Go fuck yourself," and then goodbye again. And off he went.
It's like I'm just standing there innocently, and he's like attacks me. I'm like, what?
I love the fact that right now, as you're swearing like a trooper, that's when an ad break has come on. So,
oh, good.
Defending our stream. So yes, you head out into the. Oh no, you can swear. You can swear. It's fine.
Defending the stream. Defending the stream.
So.
Protecting our innocence. Oh, poopy.
Okay, either way, you head out into the desertous mountains of the basalt Himalayas once more. I'm assuming Hudson has taken to the air once more because walking is for plebs, apparently.
Yeah. He's scouting.
Okay.
He's just enjoying himself up there.
Yep. enjoying
Also,
the
I
night.
would think-
You can spread
The
his
nice-
wings and really.
Yeah, well, you're probably the coolest of everyone because the air is
Damn right I
actually
am.
yeah. I mean, the air up there is significantly less heated as the radiant heat from the stones around you. So
What time of day is it?
4:30.
4:30.
Always 4:30. I'd like to point out while we're wandering, I am sitting on Budge's shoulder.
Yep.
Okay,
Check
so
it with me.
it is.
Yeah.
It's just after lunchtime by the time you guys finish this. So
About 4:30, probably.
no, it's closer to 2 p.m. if you really.
So I
need
only
it.
had lunch at 3. So
Well, that's a you
okay,
problem.
roughly 2ish.
So Cal,
While
you're on
Hudson's
Budge's
flying
shoulder. Hudson, you're
While
flying
Hudson's
around.
Hudson's flying around, but he's going to reach in, he's going to grab the gauntlets, and he's going to put the gauntlets on.
Okay. You pull on the gauntlets.
Just
You
to see.
instantly lose the ability to fly. You crash to the earth. Take 20 d20s of fall damage.
Hopefully they're all ones.
I would never want to take 20 d20s. That sounds bad.
What if they're all ones?
I don't think
It's worth a
they're.
risk.
I mean, that's not very statistically likely.
How do I roll 20 d20s?
It's as likely as anything else.
Did
So-
my head just
As
explode?
No,
we're walking
Okay,
through.
so okay. Sweet.
Okay.
I just had to double check what the gauntlets did because I couldn't remember for the sake of me. They don't feel any different to you, Hudson. I don't think you've attuned to them yet,
But they're
have
metal, so... No,
No.
because I'm just putting them on now to see how they feel.
you? They are actually quite cooling. They've got leather banding all up and down it with plates of this beautiful blue metal underneath, kind of a cobalt blue. But they are cool to the touch.
This will protect the arms. That's much better. Just sitting there smacking him as he's flying around.
Next time you go swimming, it's going to be great. So,
Is that a threat? I felt like it was a threat.
it's not a threat. It's not a threat. But yeah, so
It's a
you're
promise.
as you're
Is it
flying along,
promise? Yeah.
as you're flying along, you're looking down at these gauntlets in the sunshine. They're pretty. You can feel that there's something there just out of reach. That the coolness is trying to spread into your actual flesh, but it's not quite making a connection with you.
He just goes, that's nice.
You're feeling cool in the
These are
temperature
cool.
setting as opposed to attitude.
I literally was like, no, he is cool. He's always
Damn
cool.
Yep.
He is cool. He's always being cool.
So you guys down below can see Hudson holding them out, admiring his arms.
When he's admiring his arms, does his biflex fully flex?
Oh, he's just full on.
Has he just got veiny? Oh wait, no, he's got feathers, so you can't really see his.
Yeah.
He's got big forearms. I'm imagining then too.
Yeah.
Then
Has Hudson always been that in love with his arms?
Hudson
Oh,
will be
literally
in love with
always,
himself.
yes.
he preens himself a lot.
Yep.
I do see that.
As you're walking along the walls of the basalt Himalayas, as the sun is beating down on you all, the sunlight is hitting Budge's now green metal and actually reflecting onto the stones around you in this greenish water ripple effect, following the curves of his, the sculpting of his metal.
Budge is pretty.
You look like a pond, like a pretty mossy pond, Budge.
That's the nicest thing you've ever said to Budge.
I'm sure I've said nicer.
Nope.
Everything
Really?
else Cal says is just insults.
Don't insult Budge.
They're not insults, but call him saying Budge looks like a bit of water is definitely the nicest thing he's ever heard.
Well, you know what, Budge? I'll work better on complimenting you more.
Oh, please don't. That'd feel weird.
Got to build up that self-esteem.
You're just gonna have to accept the compliments, Budge.
I'm just gonna chuck on just for the sake of it. I'm gonna chuck on me. I mean, I imagine I've had it on, but what does this quiver look like? My quiver of seasons.
The Quiver of Seasons, at the moment, it is also a similar cobalt blue colour with a silver top to it, silver capping on the bottom that has this elven engraving on it. You see it has some white embroidery all up the side that looks very reminiscent to Yggdrasil, as well as a strap of leather that's been dyed grey to basically wear it around your shoulders.
Okay, I'm gonna load it with all of my arrows, my 19 to be precise arrows.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put it on my back. I'm gonna swap quivers.
Okay. At the moment, it is just a standard quiver.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't really know what to do with it at the moment. So
Yeah, it looks cool.
It's prettier than my crappy leather one.
You need some sort of magical item.
Yeah, I know.
So you lost the other ones.
I pull out my boots, but they're just damaged wings, and just cry a little bit.
Total accident. Nobody can be held accountable for.
I'm as we're sort of we're walking. I'm assuming
You are
back.
walking, yes.
So this is dumb because we got the caravan on the way here. But anyway,
You guys are walking back.
okay.
I'm flying.
Yeah, okay. So there's only 3 of us walking, and 2 of us are humanoid. One of us is a warforged, right, dude, right?
Budge is just saying he has a second shoulder.
Budge, don't even get tired. Oh, alright. But...
I give Budge's other shoulder a tap. Kevin, you want to come sit on Budge?
As you see Doc having a coughing fit while he's walking.
When you look at Kevin, he does not, despite how long we've been walking, he doesn't appear tired, and he doesn't even look hot in the desert. Like, he looks pretty fine.
Well, that's sort of new, considering Kevin was dying on the way up and it wasn't that hot.
It is.
Yeah,
it definitely would, in your mind, be different. But I'll offer Doc the seat instead because he's clearly having a harder time.
I'm all right, thank you, Kevin. How are you holding up? You dead a couple hours ago.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm kind of.
A little bit
I'm
dead.
feeling better than I ever have, really. Strangely.
Are you all right? Like, cause I noticed that I couldn't help but notice a few changes to your appearance.
Budge noticed that too.
I'll gesture to my hair. I'm like, you mean this?
Yeah, it's pretty obvious.
Yeah, I don't know anything.
Different.
I don't know.
I
about
didn't
all
notice
this
that.
business.
What was that? Sorry.
I don't know about all this business. I assume it's something to do with the chaos, whatever.
It would have been nice to ask Hito before he went on his adventure, wouldn't it?
Oh wait, Hito's gone?
Budge, you said goodbye to him.
Yeah,
Budge probably
he said
doesn't
that he actually
recognize
liked
when Hito's around because he's looking up too high.
You embraced
He
him
was
in a
too low.
heartfelt goodbye, Budgery. I shed
There
a
were
tear. It
tears
was
and
beautiful.
everything.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought we were in dreamland when he left.
I'm pretty sure the villagers threw flowers.
I believe there was a national day of mourning for his
They
passing.
I was gonna say they celebrated our farewell because we were annoying.
Like, how do you get these guys out of here?
They're like, thank God they're leaving. No, Budge. Yes, Hito was gone. He actually, I don't know if you guys caught it, but he actually threatened me. So I don't know if that guy's any good. To be honest.
Did you do anything to deserve a bit of threatening?
I was just standing around, and he was like, "Hey, don't let all these guys die, otherwise I'll come back and
Well, I mean, you probably shouldn't let anyone die, if I'm being honest.
Oh yeah, I was going to
Pretty
seem
nice
like kind of
advice.
sound advice.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't intend on letting anything happen to you guys, but he was insinuating that I would be the cause of it. That's what I
Look,
meant.
I've honestly, while we're on the subject, I have got a bit of a bone to pick. I have noticed in a few of our prior fights, I've been feeling a little worse for wear, a little bit beaten up. Kevin's got a minor scratch, and you do seem to favour healing Kevin over myself sometimes when we're standing side by side.
Oh, myself.
So, I mean,
that's probably because Kevin and Hudson and I have traveled together for a little bit of time. So we're, I'm a bit more concerned of their well-being.
I'm just saying that maybe Hito had some sort of a foresight to be like, hey, maybe don't let everyone die, because
I do recall after that slime battle that I did heal you, and you were okay, and I did not heal Kevin because he died. So that was the first death. So I would argue that I would argue that I need to pay more attention to Kevin because he is more prone to dying.
Yeah,
he has
One
honestly,
extra time. You died once, he died twice. So.
He has died twice, yes.
You only died one time, so you're better than him in terms of not
Hey.
dying. In terms of not dying.
Kevin, don't take what Dot's saying to heart, okay?
No, I mean, look at him now. He's clearly had some kind of magical power up. Some kind. This is like Super Saiyan or something over here.
Super what?
it's like
I'm just saying.
It's like I'm talking, but it's like super. I'm just super saying it.
He says
you're
it
saying
really
it's
well.
super.
Yeah.
No, so back to you, Kevin. What was it like?
It was not very
No.
good. It was
Yeah, because
very
Hito
bad.
is. It sounds like what he does is quite painful.
He rips your soul out of limbo
Yeah, that does not sound good.
forcefully. Like you don't even. It's not even one of the a willing creature type things. It's just someone whom is dead. He rips your soul out of limbo. So it's pretty terrible.
That's got to be wrong on quite a few levels. Like, the gods
Well,
don't
and-
normally let you just come back without something.
When I wasn't gonna mention it, but like when he ripped me back, his hands were deep in my chest.
Oh, I saw that. His
I
hands were deep in your chest.
distinctly remember his hands. He was like elbow deep.
Yeah,
It was bad.
in your chest and your abdomen, I believe.
And
Both hands.
limbo.
Or was it your neck? It looked like one was in your neck.
I
No,
think
this
it
wasn't
was
in limbo.
on the
This was
edge.
in the cave, and then.
No, but his hand reached through my body into limbo.
Oh, that's how it happened. Oh,
It's terrible.
I did not know that. Okay.
Budry, can you try not to die, please? It
Budry
sounds very
will-
painful.
Promised to make sure nobody dies from here on out.
All right. So in future, if we're ever in danger, I am a fan of having what is called a safe word. So when we say a safe word, it's like, let's get out of here, basically, like to run.
I
Should
feel
we
like
have a
that's
safe
less
word?
of a safe word and more of a safe sentence.
No,
What's the benefit of being a safe word over just saying, "Let's get out of here"?
one's quicker.
So, run.
Run, yeah, like that.
Yeah, run's a good one.
But you have to take it seriously. That's the
What
thing.
about the moose?
Vamoose? Yeah, that sounds good.
What if
What
we
about
said...
sassafras?
I don't think I can pronounce that, if I'm honest, Budry. What if we said, oh no, things are getting a little bit dicey and we should maybe vacate the area before it gets too dangerous and one of us falls to mortal danger?
Can that
Yeah,
be
but
said
you
in
can't
less
pronounce
than-
things.
in less than 6 seconds? That's my question.
If you say it fast.
I mean, anything can be said in 6 seconds if you say it fast enough. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
That's only one word still, so.
I
Anyway,
still don't think he could say that sentence if you gave him 2 years.
if someone was to say, vamoose, for example, can everyone listen to that
Well, hold
and
on one
actually
second.
run?
Hudson, the moose, what's it mean?
Is that a creature?
You-
It's like
It
a
means to
special, like a
run,
moose.
Hudson.
Moose.
Can you come join us? Come perch here on Budge's shoulder. You can stretch your
That'd
wings
be
out.
the best thing I've ever thought to imagine.
I'll come down, but I'm just gonna flap low level.
Okay.
How intense is his flapping?
I would imagine
I feel like it
that,
would blow up some dust, right?
I would imagine at this low height, it would actually, it would have to be pretty significant considering he'd one have to have easily, like, at least a 10-foot wingspan, but also there are no thermals or anything up down here helping him, so he's actually having to
flapping pretty
work at it.
Dust and sand going everywhere.
Hudson, can you just
Well,
putt?
lucky for you, I've got my goggles on.
Yeah, we're
Kevin.
putting our goggles down, mate. Hudson! Vamos! Pineapple!
Surprise.
Oh shit, that was a slip of the tongue. Alright. Come on, Hudson.
Alright. And I'll land.
Perch on Budge's shoulder.
I don't
No.
want to question how pineapple
doesn't
is a
wanna
slip
do
of the
it.
tongue. I think we just learned something
That's
about
the
Doc.
safe word in the bedroom.
That's Doc's
Wrong kind of safe word.
I'll land. Buddy's sulking.
The sand is
Hudson, you can fly
hot,
again
Hudson.
in a bit. Oh, he doesn't like it.
Don't like it.
I hate sand.
It's gritty and it gets everywhere.
Oh, we were just saying, Hudson, in future, since people are dying left and right and center, we should have a safe word to basically mean if we're in danger, people should run.
I lean over. Hey, Kevin. I don't know if I really like being used as an example for our shortcomings. How do you feel about it?
I really respect that he used the term people there instead of just saying the two of us that have died. One of us twice.
I feel like he's really beaten a dead horse at this point.
It almost feels like it was a pseudo, like, no need of anonymity there. Of like, certain people. And you know full well.
You know, those fragile guys that actually can't wear armor and
It'd be nice if I had
weak
some
of
armor, if I'm honest.
constitution.
And die from one look from a
People
slime.
that there are people in our party that did not put enough points into Constitution, myself included. So we need to work on it. I don't know what my Constitution is. Oh, mine's all right.
Mine's
Except I don't
one.
feel it.
So what's our word?
Cheesecake.
Well, we were saying maybe like vamoose, just not pineapple because I'll get confused.
Well, I think Budge is right. We just say run.
All right, run. But you got to actually listen to it. If one of us runs, we all run. That's my point. Because I don't think it's helpful if we leave each other behind.
Well,
I'm gonna give Doc a look and be like, do you really think Hudson will
Do I
ever
have
run
to
from a battle?
Actually run?
Fly
Can I
with
fly?
us. I just mean stick with us if we have to run, because you might need to protect us, Hudson.
Budge has a question.
And I can't run very fast,
Budgery.
so...
Can Budge make sure the people who have died get out before Budge so that they don't die again?
Wait, people? People?
Oh,
Like,
see,
they're not
yeah.
real?
Quotation marks.
He's referring to...
Doc didn't like, he said people to be like, be nice. Doc and Budge is just taking it the wrong way.
Budge, I don't know if you're using air quotes right there, buddy.
What's an air quote?
He doesn't-
Budge was
Air
just
quote.
stretching his digits.
An air quote, something that Hudson
mean-
says while flying.
Do we have to do this when we say run?
No, we don't.
Run.
No, but if we do, maybe it'll confuse the enemy. They're like, they're not gonna
Alright.
run. Then we do
Okay.
run.
Look, if you're doing this, it's only because someone casted like a silence spell on us or something. We can't talk, so we do this.
Okay,
It's a safe signal.
Well, I
Alright.
mean, would we just... I mean, I can only do it once a day, but how about the same thing I used to get Kevin out of the... I mean, he did just rush back in, but I can open a two-way... I can open a portal that you can all step through, but...
If I recall, you
I-
opened it the wrong way.
After I was teleported out, I was fully healed, so it made sense to go back in.
That's true.
And it worked out.
Actually, true.
I mean, I
Weirdly enough,
understand.
not one of the two spots in that temple he died.
I'm just saying, if we feel
It
like
was
we're
so
going to go
close to
into,
time,
if
though.
we're going to go into an
died
extra
3
dangerous-
times.
Look, Kevin was not having a good run. I understand. He's living
It was a
the
bad
life
day.
of an
I was
adventurer.
having a really off day that day.
It's a bad dungeon. Not on. We can stay out of that dungeon in the future. Yeah. Cal, what was that?
I'm just saying, I can open a portal. Like, I can do that again, but better this time. I won't put them like 2 feet apart.
Is it like a new ability that you're learning to use?
Well, yeah, I'm trying to get the hang of it.
All right, that's cool.
As you saw with run 1, it's kind of short distance.
I guess I just assumed that you're quite good at your portal since you can like jump between dimensions. But is that more of you can open portals, but you don't have quite enough control over them yet?
I'm not quite sure. I don't think I have enough juice, if I'm being honest yet.
Yeah, but I mean, like sometimes you open it in the wrong direction and stuff, so you're still working out how it kind of works a little bit.
So teleporting me is one thing. Keeping it open so that people can step in and out, that's a whole nother can of worms.
No, I can
got
see
the hang
that
of.
because you got to hold it, right? So that makes sense. But how many people can get through that?
I mean, it's as long as I can hold it open, you can just go in and out.
How long is that?
I don't know. I mean, with proper concentration, maybe I can hold it open for like 10 minutes, maybe.
That's quite good, actually. I can do something similar, but that's only myself. So, are you from the Feywild, by the way?
Yes, most of us
Yeah.
Eledrin are.
Yeah, so that just makes sense because you're from a different Feywild, but they have the same kind of abilities there.
Where exactly are you from, Doc?
I'm from the Dark Isles.
Michigan.
I'm from Michigan. Yeah,
I just thought Michigan.
I'm from the Pacific Islands. No, there's no Pacific here.
Where are the Dark Isles on the map?
The Dark
the left.
Isles are on the left-hand
Left-hand side.
side.
So
I mean,
under
the
those 20
west.
dice I just rolled.
Yeah.
It's still on the map for me. I can't
Yes,
see anything.
the Dark Islands are around Moralakaidi, Silver Atoll, the Ancestral Shore, Abyssinian Bay.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Doc, same.
Are you from there too?
I'm from Budgies from the Ancestral Shore.
Hey, Budge, you from my neighborhood?
We
What
were
the heck?
neighbours.
I didn't even know this. I
You
didn't even
would've
know you
thought-
knew where you came from because I thought that you had like amnesia or something.
Doc. Budge is the god of maps.
Hey guys, just a side note, I may have broken the dice. I just tried to roll 20,000 D100s.
Oh my God.
Doing?
That's a 49,607 hit.
This
There's a lot
is
for ones
this
in there,
is. I'm gonna say this is pure ADHD right here. Like,
Intrusive thoughts are winning.
yes, don't do it.
Do I roll to save?
I think you do roll to save.
That's a positive.
He broke the
To
end,
quote
guys.
Kevin, there's a 49. Yes,
Okay.
107 hits.
So,
Oh, that's
back,
full damage that you take right now.
So back on that.
All right,
Budge and
Budge,
Duck, yes.
Have you been to Tafia?
Tafia, I hardly even
That's,
know
that's
it.
in the Dark Isles. They have there these sweets. They call them taffy.
But
They're really good.
Probably went through there on his way to Horse Rift.
You went to Horse Rift?
Oh,
Budge worked at the city guard at Horse Rift.
You were a city
Yeah.
guard. You've never told me that part.
Budge is almost entirely certain he told you that at one stage or another.
You told
Isn't
me
it
you
odd
weren't
that the
in
majority
Horse
of workers in that place their work is kind of named after the town itself, which is kind of interesting.
Rifters. Then I don't think they're all rifters.
No.
It's grifters with a G. Grifters.
Oh,
I know it's not.
I thought you were
Exactly
calling
the
them
same
that now.
I know there's a lot of grifters there.
Fuck, we're on one tonight.
Yeah.
hey Kevin, what's your favourite food?
oysters.
I'm
I'll
gonna
give
say,
you like a knowing look. And then
I'm
I'll
gonna
sort of
say that
side-eye budge.
that was a dangerous thing to say.
There's a tinge of red in Budge's eyes.
But
Budgie,
they're
oysters
mollusks,
part of
aren't
the
they?
fish family.
Yeah, they're mollusks.
No,
Budge
they're not
just
quite.
said I can eat
Yeah.
oysters before.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
it's just a tinge. They're not red, just a tinge.
Hey, Budge, what do you think of fish-flavored foods? There's not actually fish in them.
It's disrespectful.
Disrespectful.
How would you
How
feel
would
about
you like
human
human flavored food?
Honestly, you did walk into that one.
Tastes like pork.
Let's be honest.
Oh.
Wait, how do you know, Hudson?
Let's be honest, would Doc actually have an issue with Lombok or not, considering you're an elf?
Probably not.
What is Longbok?
Longbok is the
like
traditional name
bok,
for
isn't it?
human flesh. It's the title they refer to
It's
it
not-
as
it's
in
not-
cannibalism.
Yeah, it's not like Doc is.
That
He's
is
a
actually
Shadowkai,
that is
so
actually
they
that
probably-
is actually real world like knowledge there. So there you go, Ty.
I hate that. I hate
In the
thinking
Dark
about
Isles, I would imagine that there is a little bit of cannibalism going on, but that's not human flesh. That's Shadowkai flesh.
Potentially Shadowkai
Might
flesh.
occur in some circles, not in my circle. Yeah. Anyway,
Was Doc rambling in character then?
I don't know. Hudson, where were you traveling from again? Remind us. The sky, yeah, I know that, but where were you?
Where do you call home?
Where do you settle these days?
Burning plains.
Burning Plains, yeah. But I recall that you don't quite remember where you hail from.
If you had to point it out on the map, what direction cardinally would you give someone? The Burning
There.
Plains.
There.
Thanks.
Wait, I didn't
Yeah,
see
that
it.
one, boss.
Hey,
Somewhere over
thank
here.
you.
Somewhere,
Thank you.
somewhere above.
Somewhere
Oh wait,
there.
north of our current position.
So we're close to Hudson's.
Oh, we could go visit your
Oh.
home.
My tribe.
Is it a tribe?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's part of the out of character line people, but pretend I said the right word.
Is that Nkosi?
Leonins.
Oh.
Leonins.
Oh, no, they were the ones that we fought before. The Leonins, yeah.
I don't think we didn't fight the Leonins because the Leonins are people who are
No, we fought
lion-like.
Nick
We
Crosby
fought people who could turn into jaguars,
Correct.
panthers, or whatever I told the lady the candlewood soda from.
Big cats.
I believe that was Panthers.
God, I hope they don't have to use that candle.
I
We're
can't
gonna
wait
be
till
in
we go.
some trouble.
Hudson, do you
Well,
have any good food from your tribe that you kind of miss? Or anything like that?
No.
Why are you being so suspicious and cagey, Hudson? I can literally see you avoiding eye contact, Hudson.
His eyes darting around.
I hear something. I'm gonna go up and have a look.
Hudson, hang on.
Bye.
I grab his foot.
I take you with me.
Hudson!
Budgery, I feel like we were meant to be the novice adventurers that weren't very good. These guys are sort of
No,
in a league of their
we
own.
started roughly around the same time. We just have been in opposing parties most of the
Like
time.
episode 1, the three of you seemed a lot more mature than Budge and Cal.
Everything's coming up, Budge and Cow.
Yeah, well, that's how we act for the clients, guys. Like, you can't tell me
Yeah.
the exact same for your clients as you are for between each other.
Budge is the
Hudson's
exact
like
same.
Hudson's like a youngling, so you know.
Hey, Budgery, 2 plus 2, what is it?
Budge knows this one.
Oh, he's working on his maths.
Four?
Oh my god, Budgery, good work. I'm so
And-
proud of you.
Oh,
Doc didn't hear it.
I'll tell Doc later.
Hudson looks down. You weren't supposed to come with me.
Take me back!
All right. I'll fly back down.
As we land, I say, will you stay a moment, Hudson?
Sure, just no more hard questions.
Oh, they're hard.
Yes.
Hudson, you love to eat. I've seen you eat many times. We just
Yep.
wanted to know what your favourite was.
Look,
Meat?
Hudson, you... That's a good
Raises
answer.
more questions than answers. Why was
I
he so
mean, it doesn't
cagey
matter
about
what kind of meat
he
it
eats?
is. He likes his protein. All right. Look at his
whispered-
muscles.
thinks
I
it
whispered,
matters.
I whispered to Budgie, it definitely matters what sort of meat, doesn't it?
I'm gonna say it doesn't matter right now.
Dead meat.
So you're like a scavenger bird.
No, I just like it dead before I eat it.
Oh, that's good. I classically would not eat something that's alive, you know?
Good.
Too wriggly.
Budge just eats rocks.
That is true.
What's your favorite kind of rock, Budge?
Tasty one?
Hey.
Do you have taste buds?
No,
So how do you know if it's tasty?
it's just a vibe.
It passes the vibe check.
Oh,
Here's
some
a
of
vibe
the
sensor.
rocks.
Some rocks you look at and you're like, nah, that ain't it.
Oh, okay. So
You
it's
know
more
that
of a
new-
look.
Yeah, the new millennial, the Gen Z craze where they're all about their crystals. Well, Buzz picks up on that, and if it's,
You're saying a lot of funny words Budge doesn't understand right now.
Yeah, I don't even know what a millennial is.
Budge,
Thank
what if
God
the
for
rock
millennials.
looks like a fish?
Budge would probably throw it in the ocean, thinking it was a fish.
just in case.
I like the meta knowledge of Budge knows that Budge is easy to fool. It's like, nah, Budge wouldn't buy that whole it's just a rock business. He would think it's a fish.
If it looks like a fish, it's a fish.
It's a stonefish.
Exactly.
I've heard of him.
Hey, Doc.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, how the fuck do you attune to magical items in this world?
Have you not done that here before?
Well, no, I came with my boots and I've had them ever since I can remember.
Well, how did you do it back where you came from?
I've had my boots as long as I can remember. I have literally no idea.
Wait, do you have amnesia too?
What part of that sentence made you think I had amnesia?
You've had your boots for as long as you remember. They couldn't possibly have fit you when you were a kid.
You realise that we sort of get to a certain size and we stay that size for a very long time.
I mean, I can remember when I got my boots. So that's just odd, what you're saying. Anyone else have trouble remembering where they got their shoes? Or
Budge
Or-
doesn't wear shoes.
whatever you wear. You don't wear anything, Budge, do you?
I feel like you're really skirting around the question there. I've bought plenty of boots before, but I haven't owned a lot of magical items.
I just found it quite odd, that's all. You don't remember where you got your one
No,
magical item.
I was gifted my magical item.
Yeah, how long ago?
What's a magic item?
You know, like these talkie stones.
Ah,
Budge is doing his best not to eat this one.
Hey, I see that, Budge. I see
If
you.
you eat it, Budge, would
With
you
your metal
become one
saliva?
giant talking stone, you think?
No,
I think
that's
Budge's
how it
belly
works.
would just echo.
Yeah, probably.
Huh.
Uh,
Echoey belly Budge.
Green,
that
echoey
means
belly
like-
Budge.
does that mean my goggles are magic? Because they help me see better when I'm flying.
That checks out.
As you're sort of talking to, as you ask Doc that question, by the way, Cal, Doc sort of just like stops walking.
Did I say something wrong?
I think I broke Doc.
Hello. Dog.
If you're in front of him, his eyes are like sort of clouded over.
Like rolled into the back of his head.
I like wave in front of him, and
Just
then
a
I'm
bit
like, Budge, do you want
cloudy.
to pick him up and bring him with us? I think I broke him.
He comes back too. Oh, all right. That was weird.
Was that a hard question?
You feeling okay?
Hal, has something happened around those shoes, those boots, that you don't want to talk about?
Not really. They were a gift. I've had them for quite some years now. I can't really say that it was quite a thing to attune to them, if I'm honest with you. I'm just curious if it works the same way here as it does back home.
You just put them on. Is that how it works?
Well, pretty much, yes.
Just sit with it for a while, Cal, and you'll see what happens.
I don't like that answer. That sounds like it's going to take too long.
But I fixed your shoes. They should be good.
That's true. I haven't tried. I put the boots on and clip my heels together. Do my wings come out?
No, they do not.
But they do look rather wonderful, Hudson. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
They're a perfectly functional pair of boots, just not magic boots.
Can I eye them as, like, you know, not so Cal is, you know, really noticing me, but I just want to, like, examine the boots from where I'm standing behind Cal for a second.
How do you furtively examine someone's feet?
Well, I just want to, like, look at them. Like, is there anything that stands out about
Check
the
out
boots?
those ankles.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming it hides his ankles.
Bet he's got high arches.
I hate it here. I hate it here so much.
We've entered foot fetish territory. Just scream pineapple cow if
Yep.
you need it.
Pineapple.
Or vamoose. Oh yeah, you gotta do the air quotes.
Run.
That takes. I'll load up a soundbite for run. I don't know how much you love that one.
But can you add air quotes to the soundbite?
I'll just play it and then do air quotes the whole time.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, they look like a pair of boots prior to this. I mean, they're a pair of generally brown leather boots that had silver stitching of wings. Beyond that,
Okay.
I mean, the stitching still looks really, really pretty. It's very intricate, ornate stitching that look like hyper-realistic wings, but they're inert on the leather.
Let me just... If anyone can beat that on insight, then they can notice something, but otherwise, Doc will just continue walking.
Want to roll. Oh.
Nope.
I like that we all don't really care, but we needed to roll because you gave us the option.
Yeah.
I'm decent at performing, apparently. So that's the first time I've ever rolled performance. Yeah, Doc
he's
just continues
boasting.
on. He's
Part
not.
of the performance.
Doc's not saying anything. It's me, obviously. No, I'll just. He just keeps walking. For now.
Hey, Cal.
Yeah.
If you want to fly so badly, Budge once met a barbarian who taught him this really cool technique. Budge could just pick you up and toss you.
Hudson, will you catch me if we try this?
What was the name of that barbarian?
It was a long time ago. Budge doesn't exactly remember. It was like Flog Tug or Snog Bug. Something along those lines.
We'd reference that the stream will never be able to understand because it's a private game. Sorry, Internet, that door is closed.
never to be opened again.
Have an inside bit every once in a while.
Oh, God. Yeah. We'll see.
Damn, I
if
miss playing
Alright,
We'll
how
see-
far do you
we'll-
want me to go?
We'll see if we can ever get him on as a guest star. Good luck.
Grugnug. Hell yeah.
Well, if Kevin dies,
Again.
I am looking forward to it.
Okay, so
Practice.
are you going to actually yeet a Cal?
you got to do it now.
Yeah, I
Indeed.
mean,
Alright.
I'm all for it, Fudgery.
I'm gonna
just-
run down to where Cal, like, I'm gonna be like, yeet him at me.
You're gonna race
trying to
down the
catch him.
sand
I thought
hill.
Hudson was
You're gonna
gonna
race
catch
down
him.
the sand hill a
I'm gonna
little
catch
bit.
him. Yeah.
Honestly, it's a long walk
All
back,
you
and I'm
guys-
all for this.
All you guys run that way. Budge will toss him down to you.
Are we playing like
Hudson,
freaking NFL?
catch the cow.
Quarterback Budge.
We're playing it.
Ready?
Okay, Budge, you
Kickoff.
you plant your feet in the sand, and you need to make.
Roll.
Yep. Budge, you plant your feet in the sand. Your plate grinding against the basalt here, as you take.
Oh, I do a flip.
You take Cal in one hand, like weighting him perfectly like a javelin. Somehow, Cal has taken the wherewithal to try and remain as rigid as possible as you yeet Cal down the sandhill.
Are we all rolling in acrobatics to try and catch the fool?
First of all, Hudson, you see Cal coming. You're trying to triangulate, but because you're not really where the trigonometry is from the throw and everything like this, you put your hand down to catch
and I get
Cal.
distracted. I see something in the distance.
Yeah, you see this winking shine of something as Cal sails through your hands, and it's just like gripping air.
I reckon we all roll at once to get a different story on why we miss Cal.
Cal, you are
Yeah,
traveling.
why did
One at a
Doc
time,
miss?
gentlemen.
Why did Doc miss now?
Cal, you are traveling with some velocity, as you can see Doc and Kevin waiting down the hill for you. Doc is kind of standing there trying to like prepare himself to catch you.
Doc
Kevin, would
couldn't
you
quite
like
get in
to-
position because he had a coughing fit.
Kevin, will you roll me an athletics or an acrobatics to catch him? It's all up to you.
Callum dies?
Hey! Crit fail! Kevin
Okay.
put his head in the ground like an ostrich.
Legit fall
Cal,
damage right now.
As you are soaring this some 20 feet across the desert, there is a moment where you can feel the hot wind beneath you. There's this beautiful sunshine on you. You're expecting Hudson to catch you as you feel the barest hint of fingertips brush your back as you start to realize something has gone terribly amiss. As you see yourself soaring down the sandhill, Doc and Kevin waiting below, as Doc starts coughing, and Kevin somehow
the other way.
no, Kevin goes to grab Doc because Doc's coughing so hard, and the two of them have landed sprawled in the dirt as you saw over their heads. Roll me an acrobatics to see if you actually land or smash face first into a piece of basalt.
Taking
Can we use the 17?
2,100.
Can we use the 17? I've already rolled for acrobatics.
No.
Can I just face step instead?
You can certainly attempt to.
You still got the momentum though.
You've still got velocity, so you're still going to need an acrobatics.
Fuck it. Oh, here we go. Hey guys, fun fact, I've got 7 hit points right now.
You got a +6.
Oh,
No,
thank
you're
God.
fine.
It's
Cal?
good. It's good.
And he left.
Aware that this has all gone horribly awry, you, like a cat, draw on your fey instincts, your Eladrin instincts, your close association with the Kate She, who are the companions of the Eladrin, and you somehow manage to squirrel this and rotate your body in the air to land in a somersault in a crouched pose.
Oh,
Ground
Steven,
fault working.
that was such a good bit. That was such a good
It's
bit.
backwards 10.
I like to think that you skid to the ground a la Puss in Boots, just arms spread, in
backwards.
your knees in the sand, just as a flourish.
From the ground, I'm gonna like roll up a bit and look at him and see that he's landed, and then I'm gonna run over to congratulate him in
Your
great
clothes?
pride.
Kevin, your clothes, your cloak, your hair, everything's just covered in sand. There is sand in places that you didn't even think sand could get, because apparently rolling around with Doc in the sand just...
Hey, yo, say
It
less.
does
Pineapple,
nothing to quell my excitement, however. I'm just still pumped that he managed to land a 20-foot throw.
Yeah. We get up and we're like, eh!
Yeah! It's a true victory for us all, despite 3 of us consecutively failing.
Missing.
I think that was a great team building exercise.
All right. You got to remember that
This
one
was
for the
literally
next
the
combat.
volleyball scene from Top Gun.
Yeah.
That was our volleyball scene. We're all shirtless for some reason.
But always is.
Bunches of... Wait, is Hudson wearing like full clothes, or is he like?
Yeah, he's got like
No,
he's got like a bomb, like an aviated
jacket.
leather jacket.
That's
Yeah.
good,
That's what it was. Yeah. But is it
I'm
open?
wearing scraps off some skeleton.
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot about
I
that.
wanted to buy clothes before we left the town, but we got shipped out because we're too annoyed.
This guy's in skeleton clothes. Oh my god.
It's the new grunge look.
Yeah, setting a new trend here.
Well, honestly, Budgie, that was quite the fucking throw.
Yeah. Budge's biceps are huge.
They honestly
Can I
are.
can I just love how Tegan has had to clarify in chat the name of her town that
Sorry.
is
No,
forever
that's okay.
said wrongly.
Kevin has turned into a cat.
I've turned into a cat, look at him.
Oh,
That's
that's
not
cute.
what your race does.
Yeah, you need to get a pet seal.
Yeah.
Kitty.
Yeah, that's legal,
Mm.
and I will be able to acquire a seal, I'm sure.
As long as you don't club it.
Definitely
What else
not.
do you
You
do
can
with
take it
seals,
clubbing.
though?
You can take it clubbing.
Yeah,
Take it
you can
clubbing.
take it clubbing.
So
If you had a seal, it would need to be
the
fed
two
fish.
different versions of clubbing there. Kev was like, yeah, he can club.
just drop some EDM. Just. Boom, boom.
No, I'm imagining
Double degree
Kev
club.
teaching his seal to club other seals.
So the rest of you race down the sandhill to join Kevin, as Hudson, that you see that Cal has landed this with a flourish, almost like in some of your comic books. It was almost like the iconic pose that some of your favorite superheroes
landing.
have landed in.
You hear a big yes, and he comes flying down with an incoming high five.
Oh, I want that fucking high five so badly right now.
Oh, this is a flying high five.
High five.
Oh
Can
my
you roll
god.
unarmed damage on that high five?
Cal dies.
He
Please
didn't
don't
die
roll.
from the fall, but he died from
I
the
mean,
high five.
that flourish as well on his knees, Hudson. Like you're from this distance and this angle, you swear it almost looked like the arcing, the way he curved his body backwards, his spine bent. It was almost like the landing pose of the Scarlet Scorpion. And incidentally, Cal embodies it right now because his skin has that slightly reddish tinge to it. Because I believe you're Summer, correct?
Yes, I believe I am Summer.
Yes.
So Hudson's just gonna go, and he winks.
Attaboy, Hudson. I whispered to Doc.
Secret is safe with me.
I have no idea what he's talking about, Doc.
I think Hudson was quite impressed, which is quite good because Hudson is usually the impressive one.
That's true. So now that we've travelled that extra 20 feet, are we there yet?
It wasn't very high.
Threw you into Ember's den.
Oh my god.
Alright, what other fun games do we have to play on the walk back, guys?
I think I've got a deck of cards.
I want to, as we camp for, can we camp for the night?
Oh yeah,
That's
can
Yeah, so
Kevin, can you please read my fortune out of these 2 cards I've just drawn?
What the fuck are the cards?
They're on the thing.
Yeah,
Kevin's
like,
the
what
only
are
one
they?
that can read them. So enjoy, Kevin. What's my fortune say?
I don't know. What does it say?
Well, first of all, do you have any proficiency with?
Oh no.
Do you have a proficiency with a gaming set?
Oh, we do. Yeah.
Not
yeah.
you, Kevin.
No, we both do because we're rogues.
Yes, but yeah, okay. I mean, you guys can look at them. You know that they vaguely have correspondences to.
Oh no. The Sun Devil.
Give me a moment. It will take me just a hot second to whisper it to Kevin what they mean.
I think this was something we were playing with over the weekend, by the way. For
It was.
context, everyone.
Basically, Kevin now has a deck of cards.
I had no clue what the fuck was on my screen. I just didn't have a second to ask earlier.
I just instantly clicked it as soon as I got in the game, and Kevin was like, "Oh yeah, now
Of course
5 cards in
you
my
did.
inventory."
I go.
So while we're wandering and Kevin and I are drawing cards, what are the rest of y'all doing?
Well, I was gonna say, like, I'm assuming we can make camp for the night, and as we're making camp, we'll probably just chit chat. But I'm still eyeing Kevin because I had initially started talking about his change, and I'm just pondering it at this stage.
I see Doc start to set up camp. I feel like we should move more than the 30 feet we've walked.
No, I'm just saying.
I can
like,
literally still see the village. She's shutting the gate right now. She's just hung a sign that says "Do not come back."
Well, I would like to state that you've probably, like, after the throw, you did walk for a bit, and this dealing of the cards and everything is while you're walking along.
I'm doing a time skip sort
Yeah.
of thing. Like, I'm assuming
It's
us again. Are we
time
going to be setting
passing.
up camp and stuff?
Yeah. So you
I should have
have
clarified that.
been walking. It is getting towards evening. The sun has started to set, so it has kind of dropped to a kind of cool level right now. So as you're walking into this kind of flat landing space, you do decide to start setting up camp as Cal and Kevin are like tossing cards amongst themselves.
Alright, so you had the sun and the devil, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the devil is materialism, heroism, or playfulness.
I believe that
/
word is
addiction.
hedonism.
Hedonism. Sorry, it's like this big in the bottom of my screen. And then the sun is joy, success, celebration, and positivity. So you may find some form of combination of those being... you might find a material that will give joy or positivity to you. So maybe an item that might make you happy.
I like that, Kevin. I like that you can read fortunes. It's a cool skill.
I think I've been practicing.
Who says snap?
We're not playing Snap. We can play Go Fish if you want.
Go fish.
Go fish.
That's the
But
best
love that
card.
game.
I
I think that's a really good one. Yeah. I think everyone likes Go Fish, right? Like, it's universally loved.
Well, some more than others.
I can't find a
fish,
stream.
Go fish. Go fish. Go fish.
We did.
We play Go Fish. It happens.
Who
Okay.
wants Budge? Budge is surprisingly very good at Go Fish.
It's
I'm assuming
It's
this
a
is
card
after
game?
I'm assuming this is after you've set up a fire and now you
Yeah, we've got a tent set up.
We'll set up our little.
yeah, you've got
Yeah,
the tent set
I have
up,
like
you're
2
cooking
tents on
dinner.
me.
You're cooking
Who
dinner.
I
gathers
have
wood?
2 tents, but
How do we gather wood here? Have we brought it with us?
there's kindling, right? But also, like, I can just press to digitize a fire too.
Yeah,
I got
that kindling
fireball.
will burn for very long.
Yeah, I know. No, we'll have to find some dry desert
Cacti.
sticks and stuff.
I should probably remove this cup from my inventory.
Does anyone know how to make a fire? Or what the best wood is to burn? 'Cause-
I'll go see if I can find some.
Oh yeah, thanks Hudson. That's very helpful. I'll start looking around here and you go a bit further, I suppose. So we'll gather some
Yeah,
firewood.
I can try and press to digitize.
Yeah.
You create a
Budge
little
has 10 torches we can light a
Wait,
fire.
wait, Vegan. I will try and press to digitize, but you notice it's not really working anymore for Kevin. He can't seem to prestidigitize anymore, but you know he's been doing it before because he was cooling his cloak down.
Your magic a bit fucky, is it, Kev?
That was before he died.
Yep.
Kevin, you haven't got that far started yet. What's going on?
I don't know. It's just not working. I can't seem to call on prestidigitize anymore.
Can you
Oh,
call
and-
on any magic?
Let me try.
I'll
I'll try mine. Does mine work? I'm assuming it works.
There's no reason for it to not work in the context of what's happening.
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, no,
But
you
I'm just
click-
making
Just
sure.
out of character, so you're aware. This is a Kevin thing, not
Yeah.
anything.
Just checking.
You click and
Mine
point,
works.
Doc, as the fire starts with a crackle. Just
It could have been like an anti-magic zone for all I know. So I'm like, oh, it
Okay.
works.
No, that's fair.
All right.
I'll try. I'll cast a mage hand and see, just to like test my magic. So I'm gonna whip up a mage hand, which will appear perfectly fine.
yep.
Wait a second. So
Uh,
you can use that, but not other magic.
But maybe roll perception on the mage hand.
Roll perception. Is it hard to see?
Nah.
Perception.
Just to see if anyone notices any details about it. It looks like we got some notices around.
And then we don't.
Fudge.
Budge is busy.
I'm staring at some rocks.
Staring at. Is he like? Which one is the best? Which one has the vibe?
He's picking up dinner.
I'm looking at the menu.
Do I want
Hudson-
basalt or granite? No,
Hudson Kid
there's a piece
Steve.
of pumice over here. Maybe Budge wants a light meal.
I had that all for lunch. Maybe granite for later.
Does Hudson Kedda try and perceive or no?
No, he's looking for wood.
He went a bit.
Ah, yeah,
further.
that's right. He's gone. Okay.
He went a bit
So
further.
definitely Cal and Doc will notice like Kevin's magic used to be kind of blue and oceany like him, but now it's black and the mage hand has stars shining out of it. It's very different to what it used to be.
It's not black like Hito's black slimy magic. It's black and starry,
It's black. It looks like space.
Yeah.
like void magic.
Yes.
Somewhat, yeah. Yeah.
Easiest way to say that, yes.
Which Doc would have a bit of an idea about the void a little bit.
Yes.
If it's anything like that. Does it remind Doc of the void? I will ask. I should ask.
I don't know. It's up to you. Do you?
I mean, I'm familiar with the void, so Kevin, your magic is it's clearly different. Did you notice that?
Yeah, well, I mean, I can't cast prestidigitation anymore. So
Yeah, but I
notice
mean,
something's been going on.
that looks like some kind of void magic.
Is it normal for your magic to just change characteristics like that?
Only if the source is different.
I think sometimes after dying and resurrection, people can have different attributes about them. Don't people come back as out of character real quick? Don't people come back as different races sometimes if they use the resurrection spell? Right?
Yes.
If you get reincarnated.
Reincarnation.
So some people come back entirely different, but their soul's the same.
Yet you're still a Selkie. But
Well, I mean-
your soul is perhaps changed.
Well, my soul was brought back to my body, but
Twice.
yeah, twice.
Is there a
lot
chance
of
that
soul bringing back?
Hmm?
It's a lot of soul bringing back for one day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably not. It doesn't do you a lot of good to have that happen twice.
Could we
Also,
could we perhaps oh no, you go first.
sorry, just out of character quickly. The second time I came back was that. How was that again? When I was like fully revived, was that wasn't Hito again? Was it?
It was
Yes.
Hito again. You've been
Okay.
Hito touched
Hito
twice.
double dipped basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so Hito's double dipped with me. So
A double dip one went slightly awry.
We're not going to call it that, but okay.
He dipped his hands into Kevin
Licked his
twice.
fingers and dipped his hands back in.
He double dipped. Okay.
Okay. If you're happy calling it that.
Yeah. That's what he was
Well,
inside
Kevin
doing.
got double dipped.
Yep.
Kevin
Hito
got
dipped
double
once
dipped.
and dipped again. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Hito double
back
dipped
to
into
character.
limbo, and the double dip one. It sounds like there was some kind of maybe contamination or something.
Well, I was.
Are
in
you
the-
feeling all okay? You said you're feeling really good.
I don't feel any. Like, I don't feel as bad as I did the first time.
You clearly said earlier today that you feel better than you have in a long time. So
No, I definitely feel a lot better. But the first time I came back, it was really bad. I was really messed up. But the second time, like, I felt great. But I think
Hudson, how are you gonna break that
In the
down?
middle.
How are you gonna break that down, Hudson? Jeez. Can you start?
We can chop it or break it.
I
You
don't have
never
an
cease
axe.
to amaze me, if I'm honest with you, Hudson. Budge has an axe.
Budge has
just
an- oh,
karate
yeah.
chops the log with his hand.
Budge starts karate chopping.
Don't mean to chop.
Anyway, Doc, I am still feeling good.
I mean,
I
if you
just
want
think-
to chop Budge.
Being in limbo for so long, because it was, I think, what did we work it out to be, like 20 minutes real time in game.
Yeah,
Well,
half hour.
this
maybe,
is
wasn't it?
this is the thing for you in limbo. You are uncertain, but yeah,
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Like, it was 20 minutes for you guys, but for me, it felt like a lot longer.
I don't think it was even.
Are you
20,
saying that in
I don't,
character?
I don't even think it was 20 minutes. I think it was closer to 10 because Budge turned around and walked back and then went down the waterfall instead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're saying that in character,
yeah,
or-
it was 10 minutes for you guys, but it felt a lot longer for me.
Like, do you remember what was happening?
No, it was just dark and scary.
Was there any other beings there?
No.
Because there are things in the void, or in limbo.
I don't think the things that are in limbo want to come for little silky souls, to be honest.
Well, you'd be surprised at the things that I've heard.
You've heard things about selkies, like me?
No, I've heard things about when people die and where the soul goes and such. Oh, that could be more relevant to my own people, but maybe not to you. Oh.
Well, my people are different. I haven't met people who are like me specifically. I've met other selkies, but no one that's the same as me.
Well-
Budge.
Why exactly is that again?
I don't know. Well, how would I know?
Is there not other Selkies that are like
There's
your
no
family?
other selkies that are the same like breed as me, I suppose, or like species.
You was. I feel like you mentioned that you didn't really have a family.
No, I was an orphan in Reefport for
Yeah.
most of my life.
Isn't that quite odd that we've got a couple of people who don't seem to know their parents? Like Hudson. Do you remember your parents?
Not really. Sort of. No.
Yeah, that's what I thought. This is a bit odd. What about Budge? Does Budge have parents?
Budge had a whole school of parents.
Oh yeah, that makes
Budge
sense.
comes from a big family.
Budge had enough parents for all of us.
You guys want some? Budge can introduce you.
Didn't you also have a bully butt?
No.
If someone bullied Budge, I'm gonna go.
Mean.
I would go teach them a lesson. to be
Yeah, I'm
honest.
sorry, just that one shark, man. His
His name was
Franklin.
his name was Timothy.
No, it was
Damn
Bruce.
sure. Bruce.
It was
Yeah.
Bruce, and he spends most of the summer season
Bishop
in
friends.
Silver Atoll.
Of course he
We're
does.
friends.
Doc and Hudson.
Yep.
Scotty and Valcor have seen him on the map.
Okay.
Yeah, big
I
boy.
want to state Budge was not bullied by a shark. As far as Budge is aware.
Just wait till you meet the bunny sharks; they'll harass you on land.
Oh my god.
We're not all
I
very sure.
I would imagine that Budge would be quite conflicted about bunny sharks. Are they land creatures or are they sea creatures? We don't know.
Budge doesn't know. All he knows is he has to kill.
They are sharks, so is Budge against?
I don't think.
I don't think Budge
that
is
counts.
pro shark. There's no way Budge is pro shark. He's pro fish. Sharks aren't fish.
Sharks are
funnily
fish.
enough,
Yep.
Budge is pro kind of just aquatic life in general.
What's Budge's take on
The
dolphins?
propaganda against sharks eating fish all the time is just so out of whack. They're actually
propaganda.
they're actually great friends.
Propaganda by like the government.
My God.
Alright, I stand corrected then.
So, Budge,
Oh my God.
you have managed to hack this tree apart as you threw pieces into the fire. Those of you who have, cobbled together bits and pieces for dinner, you'll sit around the fire outside your tents.
Hudson's real close to Cal.
Hey, buddy.
Just casually sidles over and sits in his lap.
And he just looks really, like, wide-eyed at you and he goes, "It's okay. I know your secret. I'll keep it safe."
Thanks, buddy. I really appreciate that, Huds. You don't understand how much that means.
It's a pleasure working with you.
Oh, Hudson, the pleasure's all mine. And I reach out and...
I'm not going to wash my hand again.
Okay, You probably should.
Fucking love Hudson, man.
Yeah.
You're the fucking best.
We need more Hudson. Mm.
I just give you a big thumbs up. Excited.
I really, really do love working with you, Hudson. You always keep me on my toes.
Oh, I'm so happy.
While Hudson's doing that, I'm gonna come over, trying to not interrupt their conversation. No, I'm gonna be like, "Hey Hudson, I got you something."
You have?
I have. I'll present him a mint condition copy of The Adventures of Slimo Steve and his sidekick Dungeon Dog. It's a new comic book.
Hell yeah.
This is the best day ever.
And I'll put it in chat so that you can put it in your inventory if you like.
Best day ever.
When we see that, I'd imagine that Doc is like, what are they? Those comics. I've never read one before.
They're about heroes.
Are they any good?
Yeah. They always save the day.
Would you read one to us before we go to sleep later? Or is it more of a private thing?
They've got their pictures with some words in them.
I mean, could we read it with you? Isn't what I'm asking.
Yeah. Just don't touch the pages with your hands.
Does Hudson touch him with his feathers to, like, not damage him? Like, does he use his wing to very delicately...
Just one feather.
Yeah.
They're just in absolute mint condition, aren't they?
Yup.
How does he store them?
Back in the plastic into his bag.
Yeah, okay. Puts it
We're
back.
very fortunate they're plastic wrapped, by the way, because Kevin was submerged in water.
I just messaged Kevin like,
They're
please,
like-
please tell me it had a protective casing on it.
They're like seals or
Is-
something.
I'm very surprised that plastic exists in this universe.
It's magic
made
plastic.
from oozes.
What's it made from?
Oozes.
Oozes.
They
Oozes.
dry out oozes
Damn.
and use them for packaging.
That's pretty cool, actually. What a use for oozes and gelatinous cubes. All I can see is just Cal is
I've never
typing.
read this one. Cool.
Hey, Budge,
Hello.
how are you feeling after everything that's gone down recently?
50-50. That's the right way to say half, right?
You're getting really good at your numbers, if I'm honest.
Yes.
You're really picking them up quite fast. Your lessons with Doc are going really well.
He's a great teacher.
I'm sure he is. Just out of curiosity,
Mm-hmm.
have you been having weird dreams at all?
Cal, let me tell you. Every time we touch, I get this feeling.
Yes. Me too. What sort of feeling, Budgery?
Boy, a bit of terror, a sprinkle of sadness, and just like an ounce of regret.
Okay, cool. We're definitely on the same page then. I think the link goes a little bit deeper than that lady was going to tell us about, if I'm honest with you.
That's why Budge didn't really want to touch you in the temple. It wasn't anything personal. Just wanted to stay away from the things for a little while.
No, that's perfectly fair. You know, if you ever want to know anything about my past, I'm happy to share. It's not going to be a full-on vision mind link, but I feel it's only fair.
Well, I mean, you can tell Budge whatever you want, whenever you want. You know Budge loves you.
Love you too, Budgery. I guess the real question... Kevin's already in his sleeping bag. I guess Kevin's not taking first watch.
It's time for bed, almost. I'm like just relaxing in it and doing some stuff before we, you know.
Hey, Cal, remind Budge tomorrow he needs to talk to Kevin.
Okay, Budgery, tomorrow you need to talk to Kevin.
Thank you. Wait a minute.
Can't just Budge store in his memory stores?
Oh, they're full.
Don't delete that memory.
They're full of fish.
It's got Halo 1 for the PC just installed constantly.
Can Budge run Doom?
Yeah, I would say so.
Budge lives in Doom.
Budge has like a 4060.
Hey,
Hey, dude. Budge can run Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah,
you can.
he has.
So,
He's living it. VR.
I need a Budge.
This whole thing is just Budge in VR playing Baldur's Gate 3. Or Steve.
Episode we pan out.
Don't fuck with me like that, Scotty. Don't put that in Tegan's head.
The final episode we pan out and the screen just changes to my screen layout.
The four of us just leave call and it's just Tegan and Steven.
And
then Tegan says, "In the Church of Steve, this is what is occurring."
I am taking a moment to take a suggestion and do less.
No, that's fair. It's working out for you. We were saying with what we were saying, because we're saying it's a simulation in Budge's head this whole game. So for the last episode, we're all just gonna leave the call and it'll just be you and Budge.
It could be, for all you know.
Yeah, no, I'm glad that's in her head now.
yeah, awesome. Thanks for that, Kev. Who's taking first watch?
Budge
I
can do
will.
it. Oh, Hudson can do it.
Hudson's flying around. I will.
He's already watching.
Lovely, because I feel like I've been run over by a stampede of bison. I need some sleep.
Well, yeah, the two of you, you guys died today. I'll point at Kev as well. You guys should sleep.
Oh my god, Kevin, are we ever going to hear the end of this?
No,
It's not a criticism. I'm trying to help you. Get some sleep.
Guys, don't worry, Budge swears it will never happen again.
Audrey, I believe you, but this also wasn't your fault.
It will never happen again.
No one else can kill us if Budge does first.
His eyes just suddenly go into like attack mode.
You just see a flicker of red.
Steven, what's our new combo attack called again? Disproportionate response mode or something like that?
Let me find it.
Well, I am gonna set up my bed over near Kev, and I am outie.
Yeah, I'll settle down for bed as well. Hudson, wake me up or wake Budge up for second watch. Yeah.
This is a long rest. Dude. You don't have to hit dice.
I know. I've never actually hit the hit dice button, so I just wanted to see.
Yeah, maybe
No,
keep it that way.
Yeah. That's like bad luck right now.
Okay, +1. The Sarlacc's gonna fucking spawn if you keep hitting those. Directly underneath us. Excellent. Alright, Kevin's settled up for bed. Who else is coming? Scott and I assume Budge will power off or do something.
I don't know who Scott is, but yeah, Doc will go to bed.
Doc.
Yep. Hudson can wake up one of us for the second watch. Wait, does Cal only have 4 hours sleep as well?
Yes, Cal only needs 4 hours of sleep.
Yeah. So who actually needs 8 hours?
Hudson,
Or
and to
6
your
hours.
knowledge, Kevin.
Hudson and maybe
Oh,
Kevin.
don't give it away like that.
Well, it's true.
Let's
see what
just
happens.
say Kevin is a lot more restless this evening and doesn't seem to sleep for that long.
Fair enough.
Well, if Hudson wakes me up, I'll take second watch. And then I'll have another nap once I swap in with someone else before we have to get up in the morning.
Well, I only need a couple hours too, so
Have
Take
we
a
sorted?
watch.
Is that enough watches for us?
yeah, we just probably need 3 watches.
So probably on your watches last, Doc. Yeah.
Sure.
You'll probably notice that Kevin doesn't actually lay down and sleep. He just sort of sits there and
Oh,
just eyes open.
is he looking at something, or is he?
It looks like I can't get to sleep. Like I just am struggling to get to sleep. Like maybe it's
Well-
nightmares, or maybe it's just having a really
Maybe it's
terrible time.
Maybelline.
Doc, on watch, is just sitting on a rock, and he has his hat sort of drawn down. He's smoking like a cigar.
The only problem is Hudson has done 2 watches because he lost track of time.
Yeah,
Really?
Hudson has been doing 2 watches. I'll get you to roll me a perception with disadvantage, by the way, because I'm fairly certain you've got a blanket over your head.
Who's that?
Hudson.
I'm flying.
Oh, you're flying?
Yes.
He was enjoying flying so much that he. Why would he have a blanket over his head while he's on watch?
Because he's reading a comic book that he's not supposed to be when he's on watch.
Oh. Are you flying while reading?
No, he's not. He's because he
Read
read
in
it.
the moonlight.
I can't
He's not
read.
gonna be
I've
dancing
got,
with the
I've got
devil.
dark vision.
Yeah.
I've got dark
Oh
vision,
my
so I can't-
god. He can't see anything.
I'd like to point out that after like 4 to 5 hours, Cal will wake up. So
Yeah, 4 hours and I'm awake too. So.
yeah.
Unfortunately, you don't really notice much. It's kind of dark. You can see the fire, and every time you look at it, it kind of dazzles you a little bit. However, Hudson, as you are up above, you can see that Kevin has a little ball of white light on his knee. Kevin, I'll get you to roll me that Arcana.
Excellent. I shall. So I'm attempting to feed my little friend me.
Yes, as you're sitting there, you're just kind of flexing your hand, trying to replicate what you did earlier, as you create this little ball of energy in your hand that me grabs and gobbles like it is the tastiest
That's why
candy.
I'm distracted because I'm watching this.
We'll go with that.
Me gives the most tiniest of burps and curls up.
You know what I imagine me is? You know the little thing from Robots? You know the little... How's that thing?
The propeller boy with
Yeah,
the
the little-
spoons.
yeah, the little-
dishwashing robot.
Yeah, I imagine that's what me is.
Have you not seen the image of my little will-o'-the-wisp?
I don't think he has. Let me show you.
There's an image of him to
Let
show
me
you
show.
what he looks
Let
like.
me show you me. Where is he? Yeah, no, you haven't seen him. Here we go. Give me a second for everybody.
Everybody, let's
Cal.
get into it.
So,
Get stupid.
I would just like to know what's happened to
Here you
us
go.
now that Clint's not paying any attention.
This is
Yeah.
what me looks
Oh
like.
yeah, Kev, you did send me that. Sorry, I do.
No, I think I
recognise
took a
it.
screenshot and sent it out. It's a little
Oh,
boy
me?
with arms and a head.
He's a little imp.
Yeah, it's a little fella.
Kev, how would you feel if he was already on my friends list from last week?
I'm perfectly okay with that. Me is friends to most.
Alright, cool. We gotta check.
I say that without really knowing much about me. I admit that.
Me has
I just know his.
yeah. Me has curled up
It's sad when you don't know much about yourself.
a little bit after he does sit and digest for a little bit of time before he sits up and starts preening his ears. You just kind of notice him like as
He's got little ears. I didn't even notice his
as
ears.
he's cleaning
I thought it was
himself.
part of the fire.
You watch as he's like cleaning off his tail, and he's a little bit cat-like.
I like to hear that. I'm very happy with that. I'll be like, how you doing, little buddy?
I'm good.
You enjoying our adventure so far?
You don't let me eat.
But I feed you.
But there are so many I can eat.
But do I need to feed you more often? Is it not enough for you?
Me just don't understand why.
Well, because we don't eat people who we're friends with.
But they're different flavors. He looks
Deal.
around. He looks at you around at your friends. He kind of points at Budge. He goes, "Tastes like."
Kind of makes sense that me wouldn't have reference to human food.
He's like trying to think. Like exploding star. He looks at Doc. Tastes like nightmares. Looks at Cal.
No.
Tastes like lightning. He looks up at Hudson. Fuzzy.
Oh, I thought you were going to say tastes like chicken.
He's just like fuzzy.
But
Blech. Did not pick
The
your
stuff
microphone. Did
I've-
not pick you up for a second there.
Sorry, I might be facing away from it too much. What does the stuff I've been feeding you taste like?
Ice. Cold.
Ice. Cold.
Meth.
Oh,
Cold,
shit.
hard crap.
The will-o-wisp was in red line in the glass alley.
Kevin tastes like glass barbecue.
But bland.
Land.
Where's the lamb sauce, Kevin?
Needs salt.
It's the lamb sauce.
So,
I don't know. As
Get
soon as we
done.
get back to Ember's Den, I'm gonna have to be acquiring salt.
No, you just have to change your attitude and become more salty.
You just need to go for a
Ah.
swim in the ocean.
oh yeah, go for a dip. Marinate in the ocean for a bit.
Marinate these old bones.
Salt in the bones.
He kind of looks at you. So, me no eat. Because... And he kind of like gestures to his heart. And then gestures to your heart.
Yes.
So... Keep reapers and keepers away.
Did I pick that up? Did I not pick it up? I said yes. My mic is fucking... It's having a time.
Might be hard. Very fragile. Weak.
Cal takes that personal.
Well, so am I, but I think if we work together, we can do it.
must keep reapers and keepers from you too. Especially the hunters.
The hunters?
I hardly know one.
They come for you.
He blew his smoke and he's out of there. He disappeared for a second. Sorry.
They come for you.
Who are the hunters?
Don't like your friend.
Gesture at Cal. That one?
The Watcher will finish him. And the witches.
But is that the friend they don't like, or is it someone else?
Someone else.
Is it Budge?
What's a budge?
Big metal one that tastes like an exploding star. No.
The others will come for him.
Some seriously cryptic shit. What about, are they coming for Hudson as well? And Doc? And I'll point respectively to each.
No. The keepers will come for him. They already see him. But you, the hunters serve the architect. I love the fact that there are two people that are like, oh fuck, no. And I swear to God, if you say her name, I will end you both.
Hunters serve the architect. Okay.
Head Mosby.
Okay, Ty, we can't say her name.
Yeah.
The worst part
And
is she's
this is
actually got
how I
a
met your
she's
mother.
got a cool she's got a cool name, but just like everything else, you wrecked her. To be fair,
What have
COVID
they
wrecked her.
named?
COVID wrecked her.
Alright, well, we'll learn about that in the
Yeah.
future. I'm gonna ponder over this for a while. This scary fucking almost premonition I've been given.
Me looks at you. I go lick.
Lick what?
He points at Cal.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Let it lick me.
But I'll allow it.
He wanders over. He kind of hovers over Cal's sleeping body and just starts whispering shit in his ear.
Oh, lovely. Well, that wasn't part of the deal.
Some sweet nothings.
Every now and then you feel this like very tiny little like you can feel if you've ever had like an ant or something on you and you just feel it very so slightly and it kind of makes you itch just on the edge of like your ear, Cal, in your sleep.
I hate this.
It's
Take it back.
the worst part is you can feel this kind of slight itching and prickling sensation like something's crawling on your skin.
Kind of reminds you of what Hito did to that little girl.
Yeah. I'm having nightmares about Hito killing that child.
You can feel it as his tail tickles the back of your neck and tickles the hairs on the back of your neck. So you can actually just feel them creeping and crawling through your
I don't
hair.
like this. I take it back. Kevin, I
Tickling
used a
over
story
your-
point.
Tickling over your scalp, making you feel
Okay.
itchy in your sleep as you start scratching.
Ain't got no story points here, boy. Alright, I'll call me back over and tell him it's time to rest. After he's done fucking with Cal. But I'm softly a little bit proud that like I've got to fuck with Cal a little bit.
There's a moment, Kevin, as you're watching this. As you call me back, you watch as he looks over his shoulder at you, gives you a wide grin. shouts loudly in Cal's ear and gives a bright flash as he turns invisible and heads back to you. Roll me a con save, Cal.
Oh, because I've always succeeded at those. Oh, lovely.
Jesus.
You come awake as someone shouts something in your ear as you basically get flashbanged as your eyes come awake as you sit up as just...
I literally wake up and face step instantly.
Where do you face step to?
30 feet in any direction. I'll roll a d4.
Safety to safety.
30 feet into the hull of a tree.
30 feet in 3 direction.
Which direction is
Never
that?
eat soggy stuff.
Yeah. No,
South,
you head
yeah.
in the south. Yeah. You face step and find yourself perched on a rock. Cal, at attention, a dagger in your hand.
Holy fuck.
Did he shit his pants?
I will leave that up to him.
Roll for shit yourself.
Alright,
That's a D100, big boy.
Let me roll the fudge dice.
20,000
sake.
D1000.
Was that -1?
Yes.
What does that
So,
mean?
so who's currently on watch? I lost track of that.
Well,
Sit still.
Hudson.
Hudson hasn't gone to sleep, yeah.
Okay, so Hudson, you've seen a flash. You've seen Cal jump and turn invisible and jump across and land on a rock, which I believe, Cal, you've had some sleep. So roll your thing to see what season you are.
Oh.
Oh, you do it through your... Oh, you can't do it through your token because it's not there.
You can put a token
Hudson
on.
has swooped down and gone back to back with him.
Hudson's
down.
ready for battle. Oh, he's
The best
teaming
part
up with
is
his
just
sidekick.
wait. I need to know what season he is first before I make the next assumption. Or you can drag a token on to do it.
Blue.
I'm light blue.
Okay,
Is
so
that winter?
that is winter. So,
Oh.
as Hudson, you watch as Cal face steps, as there is a slight waft of cold wind as he reappears, a dagger in his hand. As you come back to back with him, as it makes you realise that now that Cal is a little bit in the cerulean shades, he kind of reminds you of Icewing. And Icewing's abilities of vanishing and appearing where he needs to, like in Frost.
He's just like,
Hudson, what's happened? Are we under attack? Are you okay? What's going on?
you're both of them?
I'm... Yes.
Don't worry. Secret stay with me.
Thanks.
You're amazing.
No, you're amazing. What's going on?
Thanks. Nothing.
I like to think while all this has happened, after the flash, Kevin lays down and pretends to be asleep.
Yeah, no, absolutely he did. I'm just like, oh.
I got your back.
Okay, well, I'm gonna head back towards camp, and I start to stealth my way back towards camp.
Very
I'm
fucking well.
I'm half asleep still, thank you very much.
As you stealth back to camp, you hear this just ethereal little giggle in the shadows, just...
Lovely. More ethereal voices. I love that. So I've come back to camp and there is nothing here out of the ordinary.
Nope. Everyone appears to be asleep. I mean, Doc is in his trance. Budge is powered down. Kevin appears to be asleep. There is a tiny little creature curled up on his forehead, his tail wrapped around himself, giving off a faint glow.
I haven't seen the Will-O-Wisp up close. I'm not going to go and like poke it or anything like that, but I am going to go and have a closer look.
Okay.
I'm not. I'm not trying to be like super stealthy about it. I'm just
another
gonna.
stealth.
Oh, I was just gonna walk over there. Oh no, I'm fucking invisible. Even I don't know where I'm going anymore.
Okay. No, you are invisible to him. He is not aware that you've crept up. You see a small, tiny figure that is glowing slightly. He has this amorphous hair that seems to blow in an invisible breeze. A tail. He has long 4 joints to his fingers, so not the 3 joints that we've got. Like there's an extra piece on the end that have almost these little frog-like pads on the end. But all of him seems to glow.
Okay. Weird.
You do notice that he does seem to be making some noise, just this.
It's like snoring.
Are you fake snoring, little fella?
Roll me an insight. You watch as he opens one beady black eye, sees you and closes it quickly.
Oh, I don't. I'm not gonna hurt you. You're a friend of Kevin's. What are you doing?
He sits up, cross-legged, and looks up at you, just like a slow blink, just...
Doesn't really answer my question, I don't think.
He kind of hovers around you like Mew from the first movie. He's got whole Mew vibes for you, if that gives you some credit here.
Like, it's playful.
Yeah. He seems to be inspecting you. Now that he's noticed you're blue, he comes up and he kind of like tugs at your hair gently to see if it comes out.
It's kind of attached to me.
Not dead.
Not anymore, no.
Usually blue means dead.
You're kind of right there, yeah. No, just more aligned with my winter self tonight, it seems.
Tastes funny.
I taste funny. What do I taste like?
Lightning. Magic.
Is that bad or good?
You taste like his magic.
Kevin's
He
magic.
points at Kevin.
Kevin and I taste similar.
Now.
Huh. Is Kevin's new magic linked closer to the state I'm in now than the state I was in? Well, were you around earlier?
Why he sent you here?
Who sent me here?
Clint,
Have a bite of that cake real quick. I can hear Nash doing something, and I'm just a
No.
little bit worried.
Not looking.
oh,
I'm not
Nash is,
Nash is doing
something.
something.
That's not good. If you can hear it.
It's really
That
good, by the way.
cheesecake looks quite nice. What one
why
is
are you
it?
so mean? Why do you hate me?
It's a New York cheesecake, but Justin bruleed the top with like caramelized
Oh.
sugar on top.
Nice. I might just use this opportunity as a quick get a drink break.
You know what?
So let me just get some
It's
water.
9:30, so we'll take a quick 5-minute break. Come back to this conversation. Everybody, go get a
All right.
go have a break. Get a drink. Go to the bathroom.
Yeah,
We'll see you back in
thirsty.
5 minutes.
Kind of threw the ball, but
Welcome.
I don't know where Kev went.
I don't know where Kev went. Welcome back, everybody, to Ignition Point for the second half of tonight's stream, which is everyone getting to know each other, and shenanigans happened. Where we left off, Cal was in the middle of a conversation with the Will-o'-the-Wisp me. And I believe he said his magic brought you here.
Yeah, but I don't know whose magic.
He looks at Kevin. He goes, points at his heart, and points at Kevin's heart.
Heaven's heart brought me here.
No.
I don't think I quite understand yet.
Does not have name. Does not have form. Does not exist.
That did not exist brought me here.
And the song. She gave you the power. He just guided you to where you needed to be.
Okay. And
But could only
these
find you if he knew who you were.
And how did he know who I was?
Kevin.
Okay. Interesting. I haven't really known Kevin that long.
Long enough. And Kevin will know you a long time.
I hope so. I do like Kevin. Just out of curiosity, is there another me here somewhere?
Not yet. Too soon.
Okay.
The world must be unmade and unmade and remade.
Can you really unmake something twice in a row, bud, if it's already unmade?
Mm.
What exactly are you? And what exactly do you want from us?
I'm dead.
I know that much.
And food.
You eat life, right?
Moment of death. Last breath.
Know a fellow who's dealt in a few last breaths. But what do you get out of that exchange? What do you get from hanging around Kevin?
Food.
But Kevin isn't exactly breathing his last breath.
Always.
He's in a perpetual state of breathing his last breath. Okay, that's new information for me.
Kevin can hear all of this conversation.
I am not asleep. I am awake, but like I'm pretending to be asleep still.
Roll a deception, and Cal, you can roll an insight because you're looking at him.
He picked up on the other one, fake snoring too.
I don't know if Kevin's doing the fake snore.
What do I need to roll again?
Deception.
Deception.
Or performance.
11.
I will allow a deception or a performance. Both are charisma, but you might have stats in one or the other.
Oh, just very good, Kev.
Oddly, his charisma looks better than usual. I don't know.
Mine.
I don't know. Are you usually that good at deceiving?
Yeah, no, this is my charisma's always been like this.
So, Cal, as you look down, you're pretty sure that you see, like, for a moment, Kevin's eyes move under his eyelids, but at a second kind of look, it might have just been a trick of the light.
The other thing is, I don't really care. I'm not really saying anything that I don't want Kevin hearing.
That's
In
just
all
it might,
honesty.
if he can hear you talking about it.
Yeah, but you might want to ask Kevin some questions if you were awake. Kevin would much rather not be asked questions about this sort of shit right now.
I mean, it literally has just happened, so fair
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah, it's very fresh. I'm still figuring things
What does he
out.
taste like? Trauma.
You know a lot about what's going on, don't you?
Tends to happen. Dead is outside of time.
So are you on the side of... Well, you're obviously on the side of more death. You don't really care too much for preserving life, do you?
No.
So I'm guessing I can't rope you into helping us
Don't like
stop
dead.
the end of the world.
Don't like dead. Because if dead, then no food.
So you do want to help us stop the end of the world?
There will be more worlds.
I mean, you're right, but I kind of like this one, if I'm honest with you.
Must do. Left old one.
Not on purpose, but so you get that on the big jobs.
This world nicer. Old word dying.
I mean, if you say so, you know more than me, apparently.
Goddess unhappy. Angry.
Isn't the goddess of this world going to be upset when the Lotus Lady comes to destroy it?
Magic goddess, no. They just create more.
Okay, interesting.
The gods that create this world just game.
With that, I am, I'm gonna call out to Doc and try and get Doc's attention here.
Hudson's just waking him for his shift.
As you call out to Doc, Cal, you watch as me kind of gives a little snarl in Doc's direction.
But settle, he's not going to hurt you either.
He goes and dives into Kevin's hood.
So is Hudson waking Doc up from his
Yeah.
trance? As you shake sort of Doc awake, when his eyes open, there's like this film over them and it sort of slowly recedes back as he wakes up. It's like a milky film.
I do the dog thing with the head.
Hudson.
Doc?
Is it time for watch, is it?
Yeah. What was that?
What was what?
You got something wrong with your eyes.
Oh, that's just me, I'm just dreaming.
Oh. Okay.
You know, you dream, don't you?
Yep. All the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, it's your turn.
Yeah. Alright, well, you look like you haven't really slept yet. You got bags under your eyes.
He's filled with the enthusiasm of a toddler who's eaten like 6 red cordials.
He's
And maybe a Red
he's, like
Bull.
definitely overtired. Why don't you, you settle down, I'll keep an eye out. What's going on over there? Though, because I noticed Cal seems to be like struggling with something right now.
And Hudson goes, Cal? He's talking to Kevin's new little friend.
Oh yeah, we haven't quite got acquainted yet, so have you said hi to him yet? Or it? Them?
I think I have just in passing, but that's about it.
Yeah. It's a little bit odd that he came back with Kevin, but
That's not normal.
generally not. If you that's a will-o-wisp, isn't it? So
A water?
it's like a dead spirit.
No, it's alive. It's moving and talking.
Well, haven't your comic books ever had like spirits and ghosts in it and stuff?
Zombies, yeah.
Well, like that, except less physical.
Like
He
a
seems
ghost?
friendly. Not like a. I mean, yeah, kind of like a ghost. If you want to just. put it like
Kevin's
that.
got a ghost.
Like a spirit, you know.
Kevin is a ghost. He's a phantom. Kevin
Danny
Phantom.
I don't quite know exactly what it is, but that's the sense that I get. All right. Oh,
Kevin's got a friendly ghost.
don't
I
call
think
him
I
a
read a
ghost.
comic like that once.
Oh yeah, it was like
Chespa.
Chespa, yeah.
Oh.
I do.
That's
I
pretty
do.
friendly ghost.
I have heard of that one, but I never got. Like, no one's ever actually given me a comic book, so I don't know. What's happening there? Chazbar. Oh, I'm thinking of something else. I think.
We can get together.
Fuck. Now it's stuck
He's
in my
got his
head.
own friendly ghost. That is so
Alright.
cool.
Well, while you guys are moving, you're gonna get another. Doc, can you
Yeah.
come over here?
Oh, okay. I just woke up. Yeah.
I'm gonna sit
is
up
it?
because Cal, I assume, is not fucking
Being
What time-
quiet.
quiet. He
Okay.
is being loud.
At this point, the only person who hasn't slept is Hudson, and Hudson needs 8 hours.
Yeah. Hudson. Oh, this is a long rest. Freaking hell, mate. Because I was gonna say. Hudson is like the only one
The rest
that
of
needs
you
a long
have
rest.
all had the adequate amount of sleep that you need for your
Yeah.
characters. Hudson is
So-
the only one that needs the full 8 hours to function.
For future reference, guys, Hudson
Should
be
not
the
be
only
on
one
watch
not taking
ever.
watch.
Well, Hudson volunteered for watch first, and then he took a double shift, so I think Hudson knew what he was doing.
Hudson forgot what the time was, but
Hudson, it's a more of a
I mean,
naivete.
it's his responsibility to wake someone up. He's got this. I believe.
Anyway, but in future, he shouldn't even have any watches. He can read his comic books.
Sure. Like?
Anyway, is Budge still asleep, or is he?
Yeah.
Okay, Budge is still resting. He had a big day too, recharging his batteries. Yes, Cal. What is it?
Well, I was just chatting with Kev's little friend.
Me.
He's hissing at you
His
from
name
his.
is me.
He's hissing at you from Kevin's hood.
Is he swatting out from under it?
Yeah.
As I
Wild
approach,
fierce.
because I haven't said hi to me yet. As I approach and I sort of see this, I just want to I'll slow down and I'll just eye this will-o-wisp.
If me had hair and was a cat, he would be like. As Dr.
So he's a not a happy camper.
Yes.
I would like to. Well, first off, Kevin, is it okay if I feed your pet?
What are you going to feed it?
Magic.
He doesn't eat magic.
I think he eats death.
He
Life
eats life
force.
force.
Which I've been learning to manipulate. I can give him a little bit.
I don't think you have the facilities for that,
Big man.
but you can try if you like.
Well, I want him to know that I mean him no harm, and we're not gonna. He's part of our team now. I'm not gonna let Doc harm him.
I don't think he thinks you mean him any harm.
I've already rolled. Sorry.
Well, if you want,
Imagine
We
if
can-
you rolled a 1 on that.
we can connect, and I can teach you how to do it through that or something.
Oh, I want that more. I.
I thought that might scare you. Okay.
Well, I reckon this long rest is taking the rest of the stream, so I'll catch you guys later.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you don't get to go anywhere, buddy.
I try to like,
birdie.
Okay.
create something, nothing pops, Kev offers, I'm in. I'm like, okay, and I sit
Okay.
cross-legged in front of Kevin.
Okay. You sit cross-legged in front of Kevin.
So I'm gonna. You put out your arms like this, I assume. You can't see my hands, but in front of you. I'm gonna like go to do it, and I'm gonna be like, and I'm sighing, like I really don't want to do it. You're gonna have to talk me into it a bit more. I've offered, but like I don't know that it's a good idea.
Look, Hito's taught me a little bit. I've been practicing. I mean, if I'm gonna get a grasp of my powers, I'm gonna need to learn more about the natural flow of energy. Life force is an energy. I think this could be the next stepping stone. Plus, you can't fit a will-o-wisp all by yourself. If I can help here and there, that's going to be really good for you too. The old Kevin would.
Old Kevin would. Who's in earshot of us right now? Like, is anyone
Doc is
intently
definitely
I think
like Doc is
everybody's
like
standing
standing right
around
there.
you right now, apart from Budge, who's
No,
currently
but
out.
apart from Hudson, who's asleep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lean into Cal and whisper, just don't tell anyone what you see, and then I'll put my hands in his.
Oh, I'm not going to tell a soul.
I'm literally standing there
The worst
watching
part
this.
is, normally in
yeah,
an
but it's,
atypical
like,
session,
quiet.
I would take you aside, Cal, and have a little moment with you, but it would absolutely jank the stream to have a secret chat with you about what happened.
So should we all leave?
No, don't, because that'll just settle still.
Just try not to meta it, I suppose.
Yeah, that's
I
all
can
we
mute
can
my
do.
headset for a few minutes.
You don't have to. It's fine. Okay.
No, I'm gonna.
No, you can't. You're the one person who can't.
It's whirling, baby. 3-way, baby!
So,
I'll just say this is out of character knowledge.
yeah, this is basically out of character knowledge for everyone else who's not involved in this moment. Cal, you link hands with Kevin. As you do so, you start to feed Kevin's magic into you. And as this power starts to seep into you, it starts out like a trickle. It starts to become a bit more of a gush. And you realize as this overwhelming force is starting to run faster and faster and heavier and bigger into you, you realize very quickly that you're going to have to feed this back into Kevin, because whatever this is right now, whatever this life force is too much for your mortal body to even handle.
Yeah,
As you force it back
I know how magic works. Back
into
in, we
Kevin.
make a nice little loopy loop.
The problem is, there is a part of you, Cal, that is wrapped around your soul, a little watery bubble that is wrapped around your mind and your soul.
Hey, bud, I'm sorry. I
That
love
is-
you.
That is trying desperately to keep your mind intact and together. As this overwhelming, dark force of nothingness opens underneath you like a black hole and is attempting to shatter your mind. Not on purpose, just through sheer volume.
Oh, well, I don't like that. I'd appreciate if it didn't do that. I like my mind.
As you find yourself in this dark space, it is pitch black. There is no light at all, no shadow. There are no stars. The only thing you can see is a pair of dark black eyes that are almost blacker than the blackness around them. Before
Kevin?
a small, pale child appears in front of you. Looks about maybe 9.
Is that one, Kevin?
It's a young boy with dark hair, completely pitch black eyes. His skin is ridiculously pale, almost like dulled platinum. He seems to be wearing a little cloak of stars as he just tilts his head. You're curious, aren't you?
I am indeed. Hello, I'm Cal.
You can call me Steve.
Hello, Steve.
What do you want with Kevin?
Well, in all honesty, I'm hoping to protect Kevin as best I can, but
He's mine. You can't have him.
I'm not here to take Kevin from you.
You've already got the Star Wanderer. You don't need him.
Steve, I'm not here to take Kevin. Kevin is yours, as you said, but what is the Star Wanderer?
If you don't know, then you don't know yet. You'll find out.
Okay, that's fair enough.
You were smarter when I first met you. Weird. The mortal brain doesn't like time travel.
Oh no. We've met before, have we, Steve?
How do you think you got back here, silly? Kevin had met you, and so we thought it was best that we come back to help. So I followed Kevin back to find you.
Kevin can't time travel.
Not yet, he can't. One
I was
day.
going to say time travel's even out of the scope of my abilities, as far as I can tell.
Kevin doesn't exist in time anymore.
But is he safe and is he healthy?
He's existing.
It's about all most of us can do, in all honesty.
Save the
So what's
past
he-
to save the future.
Save the past to save the future. I can do that. Don't you get lonely in here all by yourself?
You watch as the little boy starts to get a bit older. I've only ever been lonely. Tends to happen when you're abandoned. Unwanted. With no one but the shades as friends.
Well, I mean, if Kevin is yours and you are part of Kevin, then aren't you part of our group too now?
You watch as he turns back into a kid again. We're friends?
Well, I mean, if you're a friend of Kevin's and you only have Kevin's best interests at heart, I'm sure we are. I'm gonna regret this, but I reached my hand out to shake the child's.
I'm going to have fun with you.
Oh, I've heard those words before.
You'll like what we can do together, Callan Adelia.
Lovely. It's wonderful.
He just gives you a smirk.
I wipe my hand back through my hair since he's not interested in shaking it now. So, what's there to do inside Kevin for fun?
Oh, we're not in Kevin. We're in the void, silly.
The void.
We stay hidden
Why-
in here, away from the Keeper.
Okay, so we don't like the Keeper.
He'll take your memories too one day.
Okay, so we don't like the Keeper, that's easy.
The Star
Um,
Wanderer will keep your memories safe. He'll keep you safe. Especially
Okay.
since you seem so fragile.
Oh, I don't like that. Hey, Steve, how do you spell your name? I've got a friend Budge back outside of the void. I'm sure he'd like to be friends too.
I know this one.
Give me a second, I've got to make sure I spell it right.
It's so jarring every time I have a conversation with Steve and it not be me.
My name is spelled Leviathan. T-H-A-N.
I am making a mental note of that.
As you go to make a mental note, the name vanishes. He watches.
One more time,
as you
please.
watch as you ask, you watch as his heart just breaks. You forgot too. Everyone always forgets.
It's okay, Steve. We can come up with a nickname.
No,
You prefer your real name?
no one ever remembers.
I mean, Cal's sort of a nickname. I only get called Callan by my mother when I'm in trouble, so I haven't been called Callan in a long time.
I had a mother. She couldn't save me.
That's the thing about parents, they're not really indestructible. They can't save everything.
Mine are. They destroyed the world to destroy me.
I crouch down, like, squat down in front of the little fella. I'm like, hey, it's okay. We'll get through this all together, I'm sure.
As you go to comfort him, he turns into like an older teenager. He's like, I don't need anyone's help. I have Kevin and everything is going to be fine. We're in this together forever.
Kevin,
I don't
forever.
need your pity.
My dude, this ain't pity, I tell you that much. Kevin's my friend, and if you reside inside Kevin, then you're also our friend. I don't really think there's any one of us out there that wouldn't give our life to save Kevin.
Well, we'll see about that. Everyone always lets down the people they care about. It's all I've seen in the memories of the shades that come through here.
Oh, I hate to tell you, but you're going to be pleasantly surprised.
Oh, really? Will you still be friends with the Star Wanderer when you realise what he's done? Budge, I need you to make me a wisdom save, please. As you can feel that Cal's mind is breaking. You can feel that his sanity is starting to shatter. His life is starting to ebb away from him through that strange connection you have.
I'm guessing that wakes me up from my sleep.
You can feel Cal dying.
Oh, lovely.
Oh,
3
God.
times. Oh,
The best
Only
part
time 2
is...
for you, Chief.
The best part is, roll me a perception, Doc.
everything is.
Because I'm standing here watching these buffoons.
Yeah.
No, you're
now.
not apparently.
I only got a 9 though, so
As this conversation,
what can I see?
As this conversation with Cal is persisting. Initially, you couldn't hear anything, but as time has been going on, it has been getting a little clearer. But you still can't make it out. It's almost like someone's put cotton wool in your ears as you just hear this one-sided conversation of just wah 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 wah, kind of like the Peanuts.
Oh, similar.
Parents.
Is that similar to what I was sort of hearing before
Yes.
with the voice that I heard before?
Yes.
Okay. But this is less clear.
Yes, unfortunately, with a 9, you don't get
Yep.
to hear this conversation. But yes, as this is a thing, you aren't aware of this, but obviously as Cal is dying, the conversation is becoming clearer to you. But Budge, you can feel that Cal is dying.
So what do I see as I wake up?
You can
I've
see
sensed this.
you can see Kevin's hands in a death grip around Cal's wrists. You can see his eyes rolled back in his head, completely white.
Can I see this too?
Yeah,
No, you don't. You got a 9. You see nothing.
and Cal,
No.
I would like to try get
Cal,
Cal
you are
out
sweating.
rush over, get Cal out of Kev's grip if I can.
Kevin, I think you need to let go.
Kevin's not here right now.
Yeah, that's not how this works, unfortunately.
That's what Doc's trying initially. Obviously, Budge rushes over
Budge
as well.
and Doc, you can roll an athletics with advantage then, because Doc is helping.
I'm gonna cast guidance on Budge as he runs over,
Okay.
just to sort of help out in this situation. So I get an extra D4.
You do get an extra D4.
Not that he might need it. Oh, he might need it.
Well, he's got 17 with a D4. You can add the D4.
Does he get advantage?
18.
Yes, he does get advantage because you're also trying to help him.
Yeah.
You're casting guidance on him, but you're also trying to pull Cal out. You know what? Roll
And
me,
pull Kevin down. Stop killing me.
Kevin, you also get to roll me in athletics with advantage.
Kevin is.
Yes. Because Kevin also has help. Oh, yay! It's 1 point. It is a struggle.
Guidance.
It is a struggle,
Thank
Budge,
heavens.
as Kevin's hands are locked in this icy death grip around Cal. You manage to slowly start prying Kevin's fingers off one by one, as eventually you pull Cal free. Cal, as your body is yanked free, you are yanked backwards out of the void, and your consciousness slams back into your own body. You are shaking. You are weak. You have 1 point of exhaustion. As Kevin, everything kind of resumes as normal for you.
Guys,
Eyes
what the
roll
hell was
back.
that?
Me lets out a little disappointed, like, huh.
Thought he was gonna die, didn't he?
I just woke up to this. What the hell is going on? And Budge did too.
I know it probably won't, like, because Cal hasn't lost any health, so I know it won't do anything, but I imagine Budge would be like trying to attempt lay on hands just to.
Well, your
try
lay
and
on
get
hands
Cal
does
free.
actually help restore one condition, so you can actually remove
Oh,
his
does it?
exhaustion.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought it was just diseases or poisons.
I allow it because of this,
Alrighty.
because I allow it with Cal because of the situation you have with Cal.
But
Yeah,
gee,
but situations are kind of irrelevant now.
Yeah.
I feel
Steven?
I got you.
so. I feel like I've been run over, and then I feel better again.
A little bit better, yes.
Not again. Not again.
Mentally, you're exhausted, but you don't have the exhausted condition.
Okay. Budgets. I'm okay. Thank you. Thank you for saving me again.
Yeah, why do you keep trying this dumb shit?
Oh, eventually I'm sure something interesting is going to happen.
Yeah, you die or explode or something like that. Maybe just move a little bit further away so if you do explode, it doesn't take out the rest of the camp with you.
I pick up Cal and run like 10 feet.
Nope. Budge, next time it's got to be at least, let's just say, 50 feet or something like that.
Budge is still learning.
Budge, it's okay. I'm not going to explode. How's are you feeling, Kevin?
Keegan, for
You're aware
context,
of the whole
do I-
conversation.
I know it? Okay.
It was like you were watching, like, from you were behind him and you could hear the whole conversation, but you couldn't interact.
Right.
It's like you took a back seat.
I'm fine, Cal. How is walking a mile in my shoes?
I mean, I've still obviously got to, fine-tune the ability to flow magic, but it could be worse, I guess.
Oh, I meant the other part.
What other part?
Conversation you had.
I've got no memory of the conversation.
Roll a
Count,
deception,
remember?
Jesus Christ. You can roll an insight, Kevin.
I'd like to put on record here, I am not trying to lie to...
That's not, deception isn't necessarily lying.
No. I mean, I'm like... Kevin can know that I remember the conversation all I want. He specifically asked me not to talk to anyone about this. That's why I'm like...
Yeah. No. You're aware that he knows Kevin, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll leave it at that.
Listening to this, What is Doc picking up on? Like, what do they look like right now?
Well, you get to roll me an insight to see if Cal is lying.
Oh, okay.
Good
'Cause
luck on the 25th.
this is lying to Doc.
Insight.
Not enough. There's something about the way Cal responded that gives you a little bit of doubt, but you're like.
But how do they look as well? Are they both looking tired, or are they looking like they're okay? Or
I believe Kevin looks fine. Cal looks a bit shaken, but otherwise, he seems to be.
Yeah, Cal
holding it
would
together.
look like he's been through some shit, but like,
He's got some dark circles under his eyes, like he's seen some shit, like the crack possum pictures you see.
Cal, maybe you should get a bit more rest. I mean, Hudson looks like he's going to be out for another. Looks at my fake watch, 8 hours. So we got plenty of time.
Lovely. Budge, I'm going to
Or
stay
six.
near you tonight if you don't mind. Wake me if you need me. I drag my bag over to where Budge was sleeping before. I curl up and I go back to sleep.
As Cal moves away, what happens to me? The Will-O-Wisp, not me.
You feel despair and loneliness as I move.
You
further
watch.
away.
You watch as me watches Cal disappointedly.
Watching you,
But then he
watching me.
realizes he's hovered near you, and he just kind of like and dives back towards Kevin. At you.
Well, I will sort of grab Kevin by the arm before he turns to leave. Something's going on with you, Kevin, and that little fella down there too,
he's like,
who
"Yes,
doesn't
you."
seem to like me very much. I don't really understand that. I mean, I haven't even. He didn't even give me a chance to get to know him. So do you want to tell me about what's going on, or
You have to
is it a bit
pull
too
it.
fresh right now?
it depends. Do you want to tell me what's going on with your visions? Or,
Why are you looking at me so serious?
or do you think maybe we just leave some things well enough alone between each other?
When you say my visions, what do you mean by that?
Stopping in the middle of the road, eyes glossing over and saying things.
Well, that wasn't a vision. That was a dream.
Well, 6 of one, half dozen of the other.
They're all dreams. I've always had dreams. Could be when I'm sleeping. It could be when I'm awake.
What
Ever
are they
since
about,
I was a
Doc?
kid. Well, I mean, today's one. It was about. I feel like it was about betrayal. It was a little vague. Something. I get a sense of failure, or yeah, something was collapsing.
All right, out of character, remind me what the question Doc asked Kevin was. Do I want to talk about it? Right?
Well, something's going on with you and the little guy.
Yeah.
Do you want to let me in on whatever's going on?
Let's go for a little walk, Doc. Just away from Budge, basically.
Away from Budge specifically.
He
Oh,
killed,
As they
he
walk
killed
away,
Doc and
Budge
hide
is
his body.
standing as they walk away, Budge is standing in the middle of camp alone. He's like, "So what did Budge miss?"
But you're not. While yes, you are staying in the middle of camp alone. You just hear this scuffling in the sand as Hudson starts punching and kicking in the air.
Well,
in his sleep.
Budge isn't alone.
not-
I've moved over to where Budge was.
I assume it's not like
Was.
nightmare thrashing. It's like a dog running after something in his
No,
sleep.
it's a nightmare thrash.
Okay, nightmare thrash. We love this.
Do I get any vibes from Hudson as he's having a nightmare?
I don't know. Do you get any vibes from Hudson as he's having a nightmare, or are you more interested
know,
in the
I'm asking
conversation
the
with
DM.
Kevin?
No, I'm going off with Kevin. But
I don't know what Hudson. I don't know what Hudson's nightmare is. Hudson can tell you.
He yelled out. He just said, it's so dark in here.
Oh.
I can't get out.
Fuck's sake. Hudson. If I'd
Budge
already
lights up
agreed
a
to
torch
leave,
and puts it next to Hudson.
Oh
Okay, no, I'm going off with Kev.
Okay, so Budge, you go and squat down with your little torch just next to Hudson.
Can you see now, birdie?
Still asleep.
Old Steve knows.
Do you at least react to the closeness and hearing someone's voice?
I'd probably be like patting you on the shoulder as well.
Dad, is that you?
No, this is Patrick. I mean, Budge.
But and he settles down and goes to sleep, back to sleep. Not wrestling now. He's just as restless. He's just
Give him a little pat, and then I'll go sit next to Cal and stand guard, I guess.
Fucking, it quells my heart to know that Hudson's having a better sleep though.
Oh.
When Budge comes and sits next to me, I just look. Budge and I are always trying to be. I promised him I'd always be honest with him, so I'm gonna give Budge the rundown of what happened when Kev and I linked earlier.
You do not remember the name Leviathan. You're starting to realize why people refer to him as Steve.
I explained that there was like something or someone inside of Kev, but
Like a conscience.
yes, like there was like a different conscious. It wasn't quite Kev's. It called itself
Jeremy Cricket.
I can't quite
Jeremy
remember.
Cricket.
We can't use that. That's inherently Disney, which is why they didn't use it in Puss in Boots. Yeah.
Gregory Cricket.
Gregory Grasshopper.
I thought it was Jiminy Cricket.
It is Jiminy
Oh, yeah.
Cricket, but the name Jiminy Cricket is inherently Disney, which is why they didn't use it the DreamWorks didn't use it.
Oh, but we said Jeremy, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh, we
did
can
say
go Jeremy
Jeremy.
Cricket if you want. Fine.
Well, no, it wasn't quite Jeremy Cricket.
I
Quicket.
didn't think it was going to be canon that we referred to Steve as Jeremy Cricket anyway.
You can.
It is intellectually distinct.
Welcome to D&D. You have created the conscience Jeremy Cricket.
Well, you're welcome, Kev. I gave you a conscience.
I like to think that's how Budge thinks of this now.
You know, you just called him JC.
Hey, it's got two meanings. It's got two meanings. The conscience in all of us.
Okay.
no.
We will continue.
Please
I
continue.
don't know if
Kev.
anyone saw that.
Well, there was another being essentially that resides adjacent to Kevin's conscious, from what I can understand.
Okay.
I can't quite remember what his name was. I think he called himself Steve, maybe.
What a dumb name.
I thought it was quite sophisticated and handsome, honestly. But yes, it's... Well, according to them, Kevin is theirs and belongs to them. Which I think's been pretty frowned upon since the early 1800s, but we'll allow it, I guess.
I held back making that joke so hard.
I'm going to have words with you after. Don't put that hate on me. That's not on purpose.
But yes, basically all of our fates are intertwined to a degree. Future Kevin can jump through time. Now, look, the reason I bring this up, and I'm not 100% sure, I don't know. I feel like, and I could be completely wrong here, does the name Star Destroyer? It was Star Destroyer, right? Out of character?
I want it to be Star Destroyer, but we are not Star Wars. It was Star Wanderer.
Star Wanderer. Have you ever heard of the name Star Wanderer?
God, have I ever heard of the name Star Wanderer?
Give me 1 second. This is actually, I do actually have to send you a private conversation because of this.
Yep.
Religion check. Or maybe
Unfortunately, I
not.
was just going to basically tell Scotty exactly what's going on here without Budge knowing it. I didn't realize Cal was going to instantly betray me when I said don't tell anyone, but that's cool.
Yep.
I promised Budge I'd be more honest with him. You made me promise Budge, actually. It was a big speech by Doc that was like, we should be more honest with each other.
This isn't being more honest with, like, you being more honest with him. This is you telling him things about me that I specifically told you not to.
You're breaking trust right now. But, like, the funny thing is, like, Kev's like, oh, I'm going to be honest with Doc. Cal's like, I'm going to be honest with Budge. So we're all going to know, but not going to know that each other knows. And then Hudson's going to be like, what?
Which is what Hudson wants to be.
Yeah, I'm reading my comic books right now.
But yeah, it just seemed lonely more than anything. Afraid, lashing out. I told him that we would be his friend. I hope that's okay, Budge.
Give me 1 second.
All good, big boy. All good. You contemplate how you feel about this all you want. And cut to the other scene, which is Kevin telling Scott. Kevin telling Doc.
Oh, we can do a little bit of that if you want.
Yeah, just
I have a
you
couple
better
of
do it to give
caveats.
us a second.
I have a couple of caveats I would have added to Doc.
Yeah.
Imagine,
Alright, what's going on?
So we'll start off with, like, I told you the conversation. So Cal connected with me. He had a conversation with a spirit that's residing with me. But I'll give the caveat to Scott that, like...
The Doc.
Sorry. I'll give a caveat to Doc. I'm like, well, it's because Hito wasn't able to save me. So I had to sort of make a deal.
Oh, so Hito didn't actually double dip. That's actually a little bit of a relief because double dipping is not good. It's quite disgusting actually. I really don't like double dipping. All the germs, they get mixed, you know, and then other people that follow along get a bit of the saliva, you know. No. Oh, all right. So no, what were we saying? I got distracted by double dipping.
It just turned into a Seinfeld bit.
You made a deal with whom? Was that
I can't say.
this spirit that resides within you?
Yes.
And you can't say their name.
No.
Are they like a conscience or something like that?
Say that.
Like a Jeremy Cricket, one might say.
Yeah. Bringing it full circle.
All right. So, well, everyone knows about Jeremy Cricket. That story.
JC.
It's everyone's
Yeah.
favorite JC, yeah.
I just see Budge in the distance going. One of these ones.
Every time he hears JC.
I think Budge is talking about JC as well.
Can we workshop a lore thing for doing that for Jeremy Cricket?
Yeah, it is. Tegan's not attending to this right now. Can't you hear it?
No, I mean, like, later we'll workshop something to, like, make JC an entity.
It's canon now. Like everyone knows JC.
No, but I mean to integrate fully, like, you know, get him in there.
You just do it. You just yes and it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
fair enough.
going. It's already canon. Like it's a thing now.
Sorry, you were we interrupted you. You were telling Scott you couldn't say it. You weren't going to say his name.
So you made a deal. Some being.
Well, I had to.
Well, yeah. Otherwise, we wouldn't have had your back.
It was that or die. So.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of odd because in my experience, beings won't bring you back from the dead unless this is where you're meant to be or you trade something. So which is it?
I didn't trade anything.
It's campy.
So you didn't trade anything. You didn't give up anything.
No.
What was the deal then?
You just wanted
Like-
to be friends.
Oh, he wanted a friend.
Yeah. Which
Is this
you would-
one of Budge's friends?
you would have gotten from context from the conversation as well that he just wants friends, I suppose. It wasn't one of Budget's friends.
And it is now, actually. You don't know that yet.
They haven't met, but they're already friends. Yeah.
Steve, is he on the list?
He might be. Who knows? I've got a lot to think about at the moment.
Cal has
Let me go through
requested a spot on the list. Budge is currently calculating all the new information he's downloading from the Matrix. All this information.
Bypassing the compressor.
Yeah. It's like getting secret messages. Alright, okay, so are you like undead now, perhaps? Can I examine you?
I'll allow Doc to examine me.
I whip out
Without
a
any
hand-
roll, basically, so Tegan can concentrate.
I whip out a hand mirror and hold it in front of your mouth. Now breathe out.
I can breathe. That's fine.
Yeah.
I can give you the
Yeah.
TLDR. Like, I can breathe, but I don't have a pulse.
Yeah, I was gonna check that next. I was gonna check.
I
the
have a
pulse.
reflection.
You have a reflection.
I have a reflection.
Well, knowing also something that I'm being a shader car, I do pay special attention to shadows, and in the firelight, what do I notice in terms of
You
the
would absolutely notice he does not have a shadow.
no shadow at all?
None at
Holy
all.
shit! I definitely
at
noticed
all.
that. That is mighty odd. All right, given that ooh, okay. That's a bit peculiar, right there. Did you notice that condition?
Did I personally, like Kevin?
Yeah,
No,
Kevin.
I wouldn't have noticed it immediately. How often are you looking at your own shadow?
Yeah, well, I'm putting it to you now, Kevin. Do you know?
I didn't notice. This is new information to me.
Yeah, you don't have a shadow. That's where is it? Where did it go? Is it in the shadow realm? Like, is it?
It's not
He's
you.
played it
cheat.
face down.
He
No,
Peter
no,
Pan
no,
this shit,
agreed.
he lost it somewhere, left it in a girl's room.
I don't
Could be
have a
in
lot
the-
of context to this, Doc. I just know that I
Could
have
be in
new
the. It
friends.
could be still in the void. It could be anchoring you there, perhaps. We can look into that later.
Is there any other little bits, Tegan, that he should know about my physiologically?
No heartbeat. Still has a breath. Do his
Um,
pupils dilate
Yes,
when
his,
I? shine
yes,
some
his
light on it?
pupils dilate.
All right.
He doesn't salivate.
What? This is crazy. Oh.
His digestive tract makes no noise whatsoever.
I'm like, I got my ear against your stomach. Ain't nothing going on in there.
A doctor is Doc.
Not a real one by the sounds of it.
This is one that puts people in the morgue.
Doctorate in home economics.
Doctorate in killing. He's not a doctor at all. That's just his name. His
I don't-
parents. If you ask him that, I'm like, I'm not a medical doctor.
Okay, I don't want to feed into anything here, but like, so to really answer this truthfully, but would you have drawn blood?
I do have a, I do have a pin ready to go in the tip of your finger right now, as you ask that.
There is no
Okay.
blood.
Should I not do that? No, I haven't.
know, I just
No,
wanna-
you
I wanted
haven't,
to-
you
I
haven't
didn't wanna-
pricked yet.
I didn't want
Alright.
to lead you on to doing it effectively.
No, I haven't done that yet. I'll get around to it. Like I'm doing the full.
Yeah.
Does he sweat
No.
as well? I would have checked that first.
If
before the
anything,
blood.
he's slightly
sweat.
cold to the touch.
Oh damn! All right, this is so exciting. All right.
Why
Okay,
do you
now
sound like that guy that's hard? NASCAR, baby!
this is my lucky day. I get to examine this boy. All right. Doc is getting a little bit flustered right now as well, so it's kind of exciting. Because
Is
he's
he,
never.
for context, is he getting flustered because like he doesn't know what the hell this is?
No,
He
he
likes-
doesn't actually
he
know what
likes-
he's doing. He's run out of things he's seen on Scrubs.
He's like
He's got like a pen knife.
Okay.
He's starting to cut open your throat.
he's like a kid who is pretending to be a doctor, playing doctor.
Right.
Is what it is.
Wait, but is it like Bluey being a doctor, and as Kevin's talking, you pretend to give him a shot, just bang?
No, he's being like professional and all
He's
that.
like hitting you in the knee with a hammer.
He's like,
Reactions.
all right, I'm gonna. Trust me, I'm a doctor. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna take a little prick. All right. I stabbed his thumb. The needle.
It's perfectly average prick.
What happens
discussed-
when? Yeah, we did discuss. I'm happy to go with what we discussed.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, we've had several hour-long conversations about.
So what
What is going
happens
on with
when
Kevin?
Doc pricks your finger, Kevin?
I'm trying to remember with where we landed on it because I think we had two ideas. Is it
Roll
ooze?
con
No,
save.
No,
is
no,
it the
no.
other one?
What it's not, it is. First of all,
I die.
as you stab it, Doc, it does well the way that you would expect it to, like normal blood.
He's one of
The
those
thing-
really
the
wavely
thing
arm
that-
flailing
The
tube
thing
man.
that throws you a little bit, you do have to tilt Kevin's finger towards the firelight, because at first you think it's just being a little bit in shadow, yada yada yada. But then you realise as you turn it towards the light, Kevin's blood is black. But not only is it black, as it starts to well more, you notice that it's got little pinpricks of light like stars in it.
Oh my god, you got the void in you. Now this is some next level magical shit.
Give it to me
Hell
straight, Doc. How bad is it?
Part of me wants to go, Kevin's
Hey,
eyes
four.
go Kevin's eyes go pitch black, and he goes, there is no Kevin. Wow.
You got
no,
the
Is
void.
Kevin's
dick.
eyes already pitch black?
Yeah, because he's a seal.
I'm a steel. They're already black.
But it adds some stars in there, you know. You'd notice the stars. You got the void sickness. I don't know what that is, but I'm giving it the name.
Oh, you've got the void.
We're taking the Doc McStuffins route with that.
It's Uncle Doc's good old fashioned void sickness.
You've got the voidy voidies.
The wibbly wobbly voidy voidy stuff.
The hemorrhoids.
Not the void.
Hammer void! You got hammer void!
At this point, can we just assume if we combined Budge and powered him with Kevin, Budge would just become a TARDIS?
Yeah.
No, he's got hammer voids. He needs to get on steroids.
Okay, but continue. Because I'd like to finish Cal and Budge's conversation so poor Steve
Yeah,
can go to bed.
Well, as I've been examining him, I'll just sort of say, well, ain't that some shit? I don't know what to do with that, but we should keep an eye on that thing. Kind of gross, by the way.
Thanks, man. I appreciate being told I'm gross. That's my favorite
No,
doctor
no.
interaction that I have.
I just mean
When I go to the doctors and they tell me I'm gross. Oh. Confidence boost.
don't have an actual qualification, Kevin. They never gave me formal training. All right.
Did they give you any
My,
training?
my parents did send me to medical school, but I dropped out. All right.
You stopped being a pharmacist and you became a harmacist.
Hey.
I actually prefer being a pharmacist.
I'm a big fan of the smoke that's just coming out of Clint's ears as he pays attention to this.
Oh my god, that is true. Yeah. Look. Is that have something to do with the voice that I heard?
What voice did you hear?
Something like, "Oh, we're in this together now,"
Yeah.
and then they called you like their besto friendo or something like that.
Kevin, that's
That's
weird
not
because
friendly.
he shouldn't be able to hear the conversations.
He shouldn't be able to hear the conversations. And I know that full well, but I'm just going to roll with it for now because we need to get past this bit. To Steven, I would really love to, I'm going to grill Doc about that next session.
Yeah. We'll get
So
into
we'll put a pin in that conversation as you're like,
Yep.
weird. As Budge, you and Cal are talking. As Cal has asked you, Star Wanderer, does that mean anything to you?
Wait, what name did he say?
The Star Wanderer.
And at this point, you see some lights flickering in Budge's eye sockets, cavities.
Eye holes.
Optic-
Your eye holes.
No, his optical sensors.
Senses.
Yeah,
His eye
Yes.
holes.
you see a bunch of lights flickering, and he just says, "Nobody should know that name."
Well, I mean,
That feels aggressive.
this being knows that name, but says he resides outside of time eventually, so sort of like a all-knowing sort of situation, I'm thinking.
I also don't know how much we're going to be able to go into here because we're going to have some conversations throughout this week, Deeks.
Go as deep as
Well,
you'd like,
well,
and we can
yeah.
have a conversation this week.
I think we might have to leave it on a cliffhanger.
We can
Okay.
call it.
Yeah, actually, you know
That's
what? It's
fair.
actually a good place to leave it going, no one should know this name. And he's like, well, I do. Well, this guy knows his name and it exists outside of time. And does Budger's
I'm just
eye
going to give
sit...
it one more sentence.
Okay.
Yep.
My Discord's freezing.
Nope.
No,
You
you're
know
good.
what? You're good.
Alright,
You're okay.
yeah, I'm
You're okay
good.
with that. Yep.
I'm good. Alright. What happened? What did people say? In like the last 5 seconds?
We're just
You
saying
can-
go.
you can
Go
go.
for it.
Budge is the best.
Occasionally
We
wins.
love him.
I'm just going to whisper to Cal. That's Budge's name.
Bum, bum.
Oh damn!
And
Next
that,
time on Dragon Ball Z.
That, everyone, is where we're going to leave tonight's session of Ignition Point. So,
Oh.
if you'd like to see where this conversation concludes, you join us next week on Monday at 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time for more Ignition Point, because it's getting real, people. After 11 sessions, it's getting real, it's getting dark, it's great. And we need to see if Hudson ever meets his heroes.
More of them. Oh my gosh.
Otherwise, if you like what we do, once more, please hit the follow button. Otherwise, hit the subscribe button. You can catch all of these streams, catch up on all of them if you're not up to date or would like to just go back and watch it. It is on my YouTube channel of the same name, Boomeadow, so you can catch us over there, usually in about 24 hours or so, because Twitch is a bit weird about that. But it will be up there. Leave us some comments. I'm sure the guys would love to hear some commentary from you guys, anyone that actually enjoys watching it and things like that. Hope you have a great week. Drink plenty of water, get plenty of rest, have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are in the world, and we will see you all next time. Bye, guys.
Take care.